Hey guys. Hello. We are back, guys, for another video. How y'all feel? Thank you all for joining. I really appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to join your girl, honey. We are back for another video. As you guys know, I did not go live at all yesterday because I had a very, very full day of things that I had to do. So I had no time, but I said I gotta make time for my people today because I know y'all were looking for me yesterday. So my apologies for those of you who are disappointed that I did not go live. I am here to give you guys my undivided attention today. And we have some things to go over. I got a lot of topics. So I'm kind of combining some stuff that I wanted to talk about yesterday and some stuff that I pulled today as well. So it's kind of going to be a little, I'm not going to say too lengthy, but I mean, I got to make up for yesterday because y'all know. Y'all know I'm always make it up to you. If you don't see me, then I'm always going to make it up. Okay. All right, so let's get into our show, honey. Let's get into the show. All right, so of course, everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. All right, let's see who my mods are. I see Belle Wilson is here. Who else we got? Okay, I think it's just Belle for now. She got it. Oh, she got it. I ain't worried. All right, so let's get into it. All right, so as you guys may know, if you follow Miss Melody Sheree, you know she has a new look at which I'm totally feeling. For those of you who don't know, I did put her picture in the description, so you guys may know. I'm gonna share just a couple pictures right quick before we get started. This is what it looks like when you have peace, baby. This is what you call newfound peace. Look at Melody. Look at Melody. Is that not what it looked like when you got peace? I like the way she's starting to fill out a little bit. Mel getting a little hips on her. You can tell she got a man. Don't nothing put no hips on you like a good old man now. See, she didn't have that when she was with you, Martel. I mean, no shade. Yeah, I know Mel was teeny weeny when she was with Martel. Nah, she was teeny weeny, honey. She's serving body out of this. So one more time. When you've been through hell, baby, and you find that newfound peace, look at that. Look at Melody filling on out. Melody getting a little thick on. You see that, Martel? I know he mad. He home swinging at the air. I know it, child. Ooh, child. I know, Martel. I know. Now this is her with her I think her production team, because you know she's filming. This is another picture that she showed. Serving face, honey. Serving face. That's her production crew behind her. They were just wrapping up filming a scene at her home. Okay. So Mel was out here serving the girls. I said, girl, you. Oh, we got another. See, this is her in the car, honey. Serving face again. Serving, yes, cheekbone. Come through, cheekbone. Come on through. Yes, honey. Yes, he is punching the air, honey, Martel. Eat your heart out, Martel. And she about to catch another flight and get dug out by her man. And I know you pressed. You are pressed. It'll be okay, Martel. All right, so let's do a little walk down memory lane. All right, right quick. Okay, so this is how Mel used to look when she was with Martel. And this is how Martel used to look, because coincidentally his suits are not tight. So like, look, this is them. They're closing on some type of business deal where they get ready to do a ribbon cutting. Look how happy Martel was. Look at how happy he was. Yes, child. Somebody said like a good old panini. Yes, he was, girl. He was. See how small Mel was, real petite. Like she was, you know. And I think Melody was dealing with the things that she was dealing with behind the scenes with Martel. But you know, when you're out in public, you have to have that public appearance. You have to have that, you know, you still got to put on that smile. But now that we had a chance to see the video of how things were going when she was arguing with Martel and he was filming her, the video that got released to Neighborhood Talk and all over social media where he was trying to shame her and make her look bad. I said, see, that's what was going on in that damn house. Like he would do some little shit and piss her off. And then when he get a reaction out of her, he hear it record. And that's the type of shit that was going on. Martel is very, very immature. Very immature, and then get out in public and then act like, oh, we're the happiest couple in the world. Like, no, not so much. Okay. No, you are immature as hell, Martel. Like you need to grow up. Excuse me, guys. My nasal spray is starting to leak. Oh, I hate that because my sinus is trying to act up today. But yeah, so that's how he's looking. That's how he was looking then, happy then, and now his ass is looking all emaciated, walking around with tight suits on. He's depressed. He's angry. Like, this is how he's looking now. all spaced out and looking like he ready to do something. That's how he looking now. See how much a difference changed. And then Melody is just out here glowing and growing and serving the girls. And I love it. I love it. I love her in that new space, that new look. Like, she just looks unbothered. You can tell she's genuinely happy. So shout out to Melody Sheree, your new look, baby. Yes, come on through, serving body and everything. Whoever the lucky man is that's making you happy and glow like that, ma'am, shout out to him. All right, I'll be glad when you introduce him, girl, because I knows it. Yes, honey. So yes and yes. Shout out to you, Melody. All right. All right. So speaking of Martel, let's talk about him right quick, child. Because you know he's always on the menu. He's always on the menu with his bullshit that we got to talk about and or drag him. Now Martel, y'all know he was promoting his interview with Tasha K. That ratchet bullshit where he got up there and lied and deflected, and he was mad because he had just gotten out of jail, you guys know, when he did that said interview with Tasha K. So he was all in his damn feelings, all in his feelings, all through his feelings, in any way you could say it. Martel was pissed the hell off when he did that interview, and he was like, I'm not saying anything good about Mel. So that's the type of bullshit and pettiness he was on. So he was promoting that interview, you guys, on his social media platforms. And once Melody and her manager Don came out to say that their attorneys were on this situation, you guys also know he doxed Melody. Once he saw that message, because you know he is watching everything that she says and or does, because he don't have a fucking life anymore. He ain't filming. So he just kind of sitting at home on ice doing absolutely what they call the fuck nothing. Okay, so since Don Michelle put that message out to say, hey, yeah, we're on that. Our attorneys are on that. And we're on that. And we're going to be filing, charges. So let's go ahead and read what Don Michelle had to say so we can refresh you guys' memories. Don Michelle says, thank you all for the outpouring of concern and letting me know that my client has been doxxed by her ex-husband by exposing her address, okay? She says, trust me, the attorneys, that's plural, and yes, that's with an S, are on it, okay? So he's stirred because he knows she done locked him up one time, all right? So she says, please send me any other evidence of this horrendous act. See, so they own it. So they're using the millimeters and the bloggers, which I'm happy to send shit over because I want to see his ass locked up. She says that how dare he expose and compromise the safety of his children or their children, the Eminem kids, shaking my head, okay? So yes, that is what Don Michelle had to say. So she's like, look, if y'all see any more stuff, send it to me because we are working on it. His ass is getting ready to go back to jail because I already told you guys it is illegal in Huntsville, Alabama to dox someone. And the fact that he put out her personal information, her banking information, he compromised her safety and her privacy, that is against the law. You can't do that. I get that you're upset that you went to jail. You now have a mugshot when you were able to sit back all this time and say, I don't have a mugshot. I don't have a mugshot. The fuck you do. You were locked up for an ATM situation that Melody used her sources to help get you out of that and to get your record expunged. So you only got probation behind that, Martel. 3 months to be exact, because I looked the shit up. 3 months of probation when you really was looking at 10 years of prison for ATM theft, okay? I say allegedly because I like to be cute, but I know what I'm talking about. All right. I've done a live on it. I've showed you guys documents and all that shit on Martel. Okay. But he likes to play the game of you can't prove whatever you can't prove. I won't admit to. That's the game he likes to play. But just, thank God we got good old Caramel over here who like to dig and get receipts on things to where we can go ahead and put that ass on blast when you like to play in this area right here, which is known our face. Okay. Yeah, so he decided once he saw all these messages of please send me other incriminating stuff to us so that we can go ahead and shoot it on over to the attorneys. Martel got scared and took down that promo for Tasha K's interview. So he is no longer promoting that interview because another thing he noticed that the interview, well, not the interview, but the video that he uploaded and that he gave to Tasha K to blast Melody whenever he was recording her and she was snapping on his ass. He didn't get the response that he was looking for with that particular video. And they were tearing his ass up in the comments. I, for one, did as well. I drugged the hell out of him. And I said, I can't wait to go live so I can blast and drag his ass. Okay. And I hope he saw it. I hope you saw it, Martel. I know you did. Because he always do shit and then sit back and look for a reaction. I know he read probably every single comment. Somebody said they did too. Everybody was blasting him. Even people that didn't watch the show, people that didn't know Melody, even people that didn't really rock for her like that. But the fact that they know the situation and they know how narcissistic and calculating he is, they weren't feeling that shit at all. They was like, motherfucker. Because in the fucking video, a lot of people saying in the video, she kept saying, give me back my money. Okay. Somebody said, Caramel, the way Martel is trolling the content creators, he saw you. You know he saw it. He's sitting back watching. He don't have nothing else to do right now. Like I said, he ain't filming. He ain't, he ain't got shit else to do. Him and Arionne sitting over there mad as hell in their house because they were like, oh, this right here, Martel, this interview and this video right here is what's going to bring her down. And it backfired. Okay. And her sales went up for the Sugar Mama collection as well, guys. She was like, she's so overwhelmed with orders. Like, oh my gosh, she's got to hurry up and get these orders out to people because, like, you guys really showed out in the support for her in that situation as well as her businesses. So thank y'all for doing it, for supporting your girl. She definitely came back and said she appreciate each and everybody. Okay. Angela Who now says that she thought that they're let me read it. It says that she thought that was their ticket to fame. She really did. They really, really thought that this was going to be it. They sat back and said, this shit right here is what's going to really, really bring Mel down and make the people hate her. So what we're going to do is we are going to put this shit out and we're going to make it look so grimy. And this is going to be the one where they're showing that she's swinging at you and pouring this shit on the furniture right here, Martel. Coincidentally, that's the same raggedy ass furniture his ass is still sitting on. The same raggedy ass furniture he was sitting on when Marsau came over there and Chris Fletcher came over. That same furniture. So you got your guest sitting over there on lighter fluid, Martel. They're like, what's that smell? They come over. He's like, yeah, come on in, have a sit down. Sheree, that's why Sheree was sitting over there frowning up because she was smelling her clothes smell like lighter fluid, bro. You got your guest coming over there sitting on that lighter fluid couch. That's what it was. He was like, yeah, this is a non-smoking section. Martel done turned his living room into a non-smoking section now because it's lighter fluid in there. He's like, shit, you don't burn my fucking house down. Put that cigarette out. No, Melody turned your house into a non-smoking section, Martel. How do you feel? Oh, it sucks to be you right now, sir. That shit funny to me. That is funny to me. So yeah, you can't smoke. You can't even light incense in your living room, Martel. It's just gonna go kapow. Okay. Thank you, Melody girl. Melody shut your shit down. Yes, she did. So I said Dumb and Dumber. I love it. Y'all are as petty as me, and I be all the way here for it. I be here. But yes, child. So Martel, just because you take shit down, it doesn't mean that they still can't use it in court. Because guess who be screenshotting? And guess who be sending that shit right on over there? That would be me. Okay. Mm-hmm. You and Arionne, we got these eyes right here on you, sir. Me and all the other content creators, we own y'all ass. So keep putting all that shit out there. And we're on it. We are on it. Like JJ said, we own it. Gosh darn it. All right, we own that shit. Keep right on with the bullshit, and we are on it. All right, moving on, child. We ain't gonna stay on that too much longer. Somebody who I just told you guys that Destiny's thank you so much, Iris Myers, okay, for the super chat, dear. Appreciate you. All right, so I was telling you guys, was the day before yesterday, because of course it wasn't yesterday, that Destiny's case with her forgery case with LeBaric got dismissed, okay? So she decided to go out and do a little celebration with her little sidekick, her little thick-tongued sidekick, Tisha May Scott, okay? The one that was married for 18 years and still getting cheated on. Did I say that? Oops. Too late. All right, so she decided, honey, to show that she was out with Destiny, honey, celebrating her dismissal, even though we all know she's a whole full-fledged criminal out here. But we're going to show it anyway, child. Oh, wrong thing. Shit. Hold on, give me 1 second. Let me pull it up. I said, oh, that was cute or whatever. That was cute or whatever. That was cute or whatever. All right, so let's just show the picture because I don't want them tripping. Because I was nosy all on this shit over there. So let's just show the picture where they were out. Here we go. Yeah. That's them, child. They're out. Talking about we're out with the bestie, honey. Celebrating. Congratulations, girl. Congratulations. You're not a criminal in the court's eyes, Destiny. That's what Tisha was trying to say, honey. That's what they're trying. They're clinking glasses together like, whoo, child, we thought you was about to go to jail. Let's go on and get us a good drink for your freedom, child. Because the America's out here, child, throwing you in jail. So she says, Tisha says, honey, thanks for the booski. Thanks for lunch, booski. Hashtag grateful. Hashtag it's law, but God. Congratulations at the Destiny Payton. Okay, so she's congratulating her for her dismissal in her court situation of out here being a whole fraudster, girl. That's what you are. That is totally what you are. Okay. So cheers to your fraud case being, I guess, dismissed. But there's more, because the Barrick already says he's reopening the divorce to put some other things into place for her, because she's doing interviews now. She's speaking on him, which that was one of the stipulations in their divorce, that she's not to do interviews and speak of him or his family. So he's getting ready. He's gearing up to go back to court to gear up to do some more things to keep her ass from talking about him, at which you shouldn't. You're divorced from him now. There's no reason for you to talk about him. I don't see any interviews where he's doing any interviews talking about you, how you possibly cheated, how you were seeing Moses, aka Jason, because that's his real name out here. We're gonna call you government. I don't see him doing no interviews talking about you on that. I don't see him doing that. But you are sitting in interviews playing victim, talking about, oh, he was so abusive to what? I was like, that's Melody's story. That's Melody's story. Why are you talking about Melody's story? Get your own story. So you won't do none of that on the show. Everybody asked you what was going on with this situation between you and LeBerry. Oh, I can't talk about it. Now that you could talk about it, you victim. Now that you could talk about it, all of a sudden your mom, who you said was a crackhead, and no disrespect to anybody out here who got a family member on drugs, but then you say, oh yes, my mom, she's alive and she's still. I was like, whoa. You said your mom was not alive, so she got 9 lives. Is she a cat? Is your mom a cat? Because you said she was not here no more. But go off, honey. It's the lies for me, Destiny. We don't believe you, girl. You need more people, okay? So yes, you did kind of dodge a bullet right there on that. But LeBerry said, hold up, there's more. I'm going back to court. See you there, Destiny. Don't be late, girl. All right. Please show up this time and don't lose by default like you did last time when it came to your custody agreement. All right. He was like, yeah, you ain't got to be here, Destiny, girl. This is just like, a little preliminary type hearing or whatever. Her stupid ass didn't show up. I was like, why you listen to the person that's suing you till you don't come to court? Who is that stupid? Who is that stupid? That's like Martel telling Mel, yeah, you ain't got to come to court for the custody thing. Like, yeah, you ain't got to be there. You ain't got to be there. And she don't show up and then he get full custody. Mel is not that stupid. But Destiny, it seems to be that you are. Let's continue, child. This next person I want to talk about thoroughly irritates my life to no end. He's not reputable. He loves to talk and run his mouth when he don't know what he's talking about. He kind of has some of the traits of Martel Holt as well. I noticed. I do like Fox Soul. I like Fox Soul. Reynolds, let me just say something to you with your moist, irritating ass. Okay, let me talk to you right quick, because you stay on the bullshit, Al. You do, and you love to talk about shit you don't know about. The fact that you're gonna speak on Melody Sheree, let's talk about you right quick, and try to say that this woman have violent tendencies and that Martel was right. And the fact that he captured her on video just shows the type of person she is. Nigga, let me say something to you. Because your narc ass, you tried to pull that bullshit on Star Jones, okay? You mad because Star didn't want your fruity ass no more. While you out here hiding behind women because you weren't ready to come out the closet yet. I call him moist. He moist. You are moist. You're like a sponge. We can wring you out at this point for that comment right there. Let me go ahead and talk about your ass. With your beige, moist ass. Okay. So he hopped his ass on Fox Soul and ran his mouth about Martel's interview about Melody, calling her toxic, calling Melody aggressive, as well as saying that Melody blamed Martel, but she's seen being the aggressor in the video, okay? Al, I don't know if you remember when, because I played the actual video over here. When Star Jones was getting ready to up and divorce you, Al, did you not go out here and do the same bullshit that Martel is doing right now? You went out here and talking about, I'm still going to wear my ring, even though you knew that Star was done with you. She didn't want you no more, but you was still running around here saying, well, I'm going to still wear my ring. Who else is still wearing their ring? When the wife don't want them? Martel doing the same bullshit. Then you sat up here and tried to lawyer up on Star and get her money because she didn't want you no more. After it came out that you were seeing men on the side. Like, stop the bullshit, Al. Stop the bullshit, Al. Star moved on to somebody else and he got in his feelings because he was embarrassed. Okay, because you knew who she was when you went gyrating your ass over there behind her at this party. They were invited to a party. Well, she was invited to a party, and she was on the floor dancing. He came up behind her and started gyrating behind her. Y'all remember when we saw the video, and put his hands on her hips and was, like dancing with her. And she kind of fell for him because she thought he was fine, but just when look at him, I could tell he was moist. I was like, this nigga. Boy, sit your fake elder barge looking ass down somewhere. So Star decided to move on from Al. Al started doing interviews talking about Star knew from the beginning. Like I had a conversation with her that that I was seeing male and female, that I was bi. So she knew that because she likes bi men. Nigga, shut up. You mad because she don't want you no more. The same way Martel is mad. You sweet as a 5-pound bag of sugar out this bitch. And you want to sit up here and do interviews on this woman because she don't want you no more. Same bullshit Martel is doing. Now you want to try to go after Mel. We know she's the aggressor. Nigga, you the aggressor. You couldn't let go. The same bullshit Martel is doing. Like, sit your ass down. I can't take men like that. Al, sit it down, okay? And educate yourself before you speak on situations that you know nothing about. Had you watched a few episodes of Love and Marriage Huntsville, you would know the shit that Melody was dealing with Martel. Before you hopped your happy, sweet ass up over there, okay? Over there on the Fox Soul, on that bullshit. And I was happy that Claudia Jordan spoke up for Melody because she says, I'm actually friends with Melody and I support what Melody did because I know the backstory of what she's been dealing with Martel. Thank you, Claudia Jordan. Thank you, Claudia Jordan, for shutting Al up, for hopping his ass on there being wrong. You were wrong as 3 left shoes, Al. People dragging his ass too. People dragging him. They were saying that Al stays speaking out of turn and be wrong all the time. He does. He has the same traits of Martel. It's so damn sad. It's sad. Let me see if I screenshotted some of those. Child, I said, Al, sit your ass down. Yeah, I do have some screenshots. This is what some of the comments had to say. They said, Al, Martel is a cluster B narcissist. It says that you will never understand until you had to deal with one. It says that Martel is the toxic one. Another person had to say that Al always gives the worst advice. He's a man that always sided with them, okay? They says, I don't see nothing wrong with what she did. This is what the comments are saying. They says that thank you, Claudia Jordan, because she spoke up for Melody, okay? Says that you got it right. Al Reynolds don't speak on something when you don't have all the facts. You sound ridiculous, okay? Another person went on to say that she has kicked out, hold on. Says that she was kicked out with no clothes or any of her belongings with 4 kids and not allowed to take anything to reestablish a residency for her and the kids. And she probably felt like he didn't deserve all the nice items in that house that she equally paid for. And we all see now that it was her that made their business a success and not him. Okay. Shout out to the comments because they own it. This other person had to say that says, says that Al says that I love how objective and unbiased you are. Says that Martel's behavior has been horrible. And while I definitely sympathize with Melody, says that I'm not going to say that it's fine to douse the house with gasoline. And I'm not going to say that she can't do it. That's her property. She can do whatever the fuck she want to do to her property. If she decides to Angela Bassett that bitch, do what you do. That's her property. I mean, what you going to say about it? Who is mad at her doing? That's her property. If she wants to destroy her property, who are we to tell her not to do it? You can film it all you want to, Martel. Call the police. That's why she said call them. I don't give a fuck. Call the popos. Call the popo hoe. Like what? It's my couch. What you gonna tell them? I'm destroying my couch? I bought this couch. I got the receipt in there in the drawer for this couch. What you gonna tell the police when they get here? That I pour some shit on my property. What they gonna say? That's her property. How you gonna arrest me for destroying my shit? That's mine. I got to deal with the consequences. I got to deal with the pain of not having no more fucking no more fucking furniture. I'm gonna be sitting Indian style on the floor. So why the fuck do I care? It's crazy. It's great. Martel, you so stupid. You so stupid. All right. This next person had to say, says, who filmed this? Says, and I agree with T.S. Madison because T.S. Madison was speaking up as well. Says, don't mess up your career and your bag over some man. Now, what T.S. Madison was saying was, I would not have done that knowing that I was being filmed and gave him something, as leverage against me because you're a businesswoman, you have a lot to lose, period. I mean, she does have a lot to lose. But when you're in a situation where a person keep doing things, eventually you're gonna snap. And that's what he was hoping to do, was push her to that point to where she was gonna have a snapping moment and a go off moment. And then he hit record on her ass and use, and he knew what he was doing. He saved it in that damn phone for the opportune time, which was now. When because he knew things between he and Mel weren't in a great space. He knew that things were slowly getting to the point where she was tired of him, because she'd been telling him she was going to leave. So just in case she followed through with walking away like she promised, I'm going to keep this in my phone to be able to use it to make you look bad after everybody else already hate me, because he already says, he said at the reunion, you ruined me. You're ruining me and my reputation on this show, on this stage. You got people hating me like I was like, there it go. There it go, right there, Martel. You showing your true colors because you're about image. You know that you an ain't shit nigga. You know you're a fuck boy. Martel knows he's a fuck boy. You about image. You want the people to think that you're this person that you're not. You had your publicist write this mess about you're a doting father, you're a great father, and that you're out here trying to serve your community. What are you serving besides time? Because didn't you just get out of jail? Didn't you just get out of jail? What are you serving? What are you serving? You ain't serving nothing but skeets over there to Arionne. That's all you serving. What have you done for your community? I ain't never seen you passing out no turkeys. I seen Melody do it. I ain't never seen you write no checks to help out single mothers and unfortunate families. I ain't never seen that shit, but I see Melody do it. I ain't never seen you do no coat drives for unfortunate children so that they can have a coat during the wintertime. I mean, hell, you ain't even have no coats on your own fucking kids out there in the snow. So I know damn well you ain't out here giving out no free coats. I mean, let me know when that happened. Did anybody get a screenshot of him out here doing anything in the damn community except for when he was with Melody and it was really her? He was just standing up there. It's lies for me. This next person says, Al, please shut your mouth on this story. It says, Al has continued to give unattached, uncaring responses to not just this topic, but really any topics discussed. Al don't care. All right, they tearing his ass apart. And that's what you get, Al, because you don't know what you damn talking about. You love to get up there and talk because you think that since you this professor, he teaches at a college. So Al like to get up there and sound all smart and use all them big words and be wrong as three left shoes. I'm like, Al, shut your ass up. Take your beige ass backstage and go pray and figure out why you so moist and stay incorrect. Okay, do that and shave that damn mustache off because it's making you look even more moist. Damn, I ain't never seen nobody so irritated. Al irritates me. Al, you irritate me. I feel like I need to call my therapist when I get off this live. I'm just that fucking irritated over him. All right, so let's move on, child, to something else. Oh, Jesus. Num yo ho renge kyo. Boom. Get him out my system, child. Ugh. All right. Oh, I need to throw it one more time. One more time, y'all. Oh, all right, I'm done. Shit. Oh, thoroughly irritated by his ass. All right, so moving on, child. Thank you so much, G Tina. All right, it says lies and lies. Martel is a clown. He is a whole clown, honey, with the big feet and everything. He is. He totally is, honey. All right, so let's get on into more news, child, because we got it. All right, so your girl, honey, your girl is out here snapping off, child, on the peoples. We're going to talk about her. I like her. I like her. And another bitch ass nigga, we got to talk about him too, because there's a lot of BANs out here in these streets right now. We're going to have to put y'all asses on blast. I'm about tired of y'all. Y'all are acting out. I don't know if 2024 is the year of BANs, but damn, y'all are coming out in droves out this biatch. Like Martel, like you don't, yours and carried over from 2023 and you in 2024. I'm like, damn, 2023, 2024, BAN. Now Al Reynolds, you done came out as a BAN. And now Aman Shumpert with your non-rapping, can't shoot ass, okay? This him. Everything your ass throwing you off. You mad, and you mad at her. Why is it Teyana Taylor's fault that you ain't the person that you want to be in your career, okay? She already talked about it, that he was jealous in their marriage. Anytime she got roles, jobs, anytime her music went well or did well, which it always does. I love her music. She bad. But anytime that she succeeded at something and she had to be on red carpets and stuff, we talked about this before, how he would be jealous of her. She was talking about how she had to turn down roles and jobs because he would be jealous. He would be wanting to be up there on the red carpet and they would be like, excuse me, Aman, can you like step aside? Because they just wanted pictures of just her. And he would get an attitude, and she said she would catch hell for that when they got home. That's not her fault that she has the capability to be a star. Okay? She is a star. You married a star. She was that before you met her. Okay. Now you were a star in your own right because you played basketball or whatever, but that didn't go so well. You went out here now trying to be a rapper. That shit ain't going so well. It's whack. Okay. I don't know. I don't know why you're not as famous as her. But bottom line is, when you're married to a person, I said this before, and if Martel, he kind of had that same mess going on with him too. When you're married to someone who's famous and their shit is popping like that, encourage them, because that only makes you look good. You get to stand up there and kind of take on that same aura with that person because you guys are one. People need to understand that. Don't be intimidated by your spouse because they make more money than you. You're benefiting from it. Aman did not realize that he was benefiting from her success. Whenever she's getting movie roles, that's bringing money into the house so that you guys can live comfortably. Your bills are paid. You're still able to ride around in any nice car that you want. You can take vacations. All of these things you're able to do because you are attached to that person. And I said the same with Martel. He was always jealous of Melody because she was smarter than him. She had that business sense. She spoke eloquently. She was smart. All these things. She was a woman. Everything. Everything that he wanted, obviously, because you wanted to marry her right out of college. She's that girl. She has that thing that draws people to her, that make people want to like her. She just has that. She's that it person. Arionne, you out here, I'm that bitch. You're not her. You're nowhere near her. You're not. You're just not. Some people just got it and some people don't. And Teyana Taylor has it. She has that. She's a triple threat. She can write. She can sing. She can act. She can perform. She has it. Some people just got it. Anyway, so let's get into what their issue is here. All right. So Aman Shumpert with his stupid moist ass, you moist too for this bullshit. Now he goes out and shuts off the utilities in the home where Tiana and his two daughters are residing. Okay. Shuts off the utilities. Why the fuck would you do that when you know your children are there? He had the water turned off in the house where Tiana and his daughters were living. He's mad because Tiana filed for divorce. He's mad because Tiana asked him to have their divorce private. They wanted to handle this private. She didn't want their business out there. She wanted to handle this private. She said, okay, for a whole year now that their divorce was private, nobody even knew about it. She was just saying that they were going through this brief separation because she didn't want people to know that they were actually going through divorce, so they don't be digging and pulling up their paperwork and all in their damn business. So what does he do? He goes out and announced that they are going through a divorce, something that she asked him not to do because he's bitter, because he's mad, because he can't have his way, because he can't have her. But I found it very coincidental that you made your way out to be out cheating and seen with so many other different women, but you're mad because Tiana won't come back to you. Who does that sound like? Who does that sound like? None other than Skunky Funky Skunk Loafer Martel. Funky Foot Martel. Another moist ass individual. Why are these men so damn moist? My God, I can smell the mildew from here. There's so much moistness in the air. Shit. All right, so let's get into what it's saying here. Because Tiana, honey, she snapped off and she wrote a whole damn book about how mad and pissed off that she is about Aman and his bullshit. All right, so this is what she says. All right, she says that she is clearing the air on recent reports about her ongoing divorce from Aman Shumpert. Okay. Says according to several social media outlets and platforms, that the court documents show that Tiana accused Aman of cutting off the home's Wi-Fi and cable and running water earlier this month. That's some bitch ass bullshit. You know your kids gotta have Wi-Fi. You know her children are totally on their iPads. They gotta have water, like nigga, and the cable, so they can't watch Dora. They in the middle of watching Dora the fucking Explorer, and you don't cut the fucking cable off because you and your feelings. They laid across the bed like this. Dora the Explorer. Y'all know that bullshit that come on because my son be watching it sometimes. I'm the map. Y'all know Dora Explorer. I be watching that shit too, y'all. When you're a parent, you watch all that shit with the kids. Yeah. They're in the middle watching Dora the damn Explorer, and you done had that shit cut off. So I know the kids mad at your ass too. Let's continue though. All right, so I had cut off the running water, they said earlier that month. It says that in her now deleted statement, it says that Tiana didn't confirm which utilities were shut off or who gave the order. Says, but she addressed the current status of her family home. She also clarifies that she had no intentions of her divorce filings becoming public, like I just said, and even filed the paperwork under her initials to prevent that. So she was trying to be, discreet about this entire situation, but he was bitter and being a BAN that he is and put the shit out there. Okay. So this is what Tiana had to say in response to Aman and his bullshit. All right. She says that I've been very graceful, cordial, and protective of all parties involved in this whole process. She says, sadly, that energy has not been reciprocated at all. And that's in caps. Okay. Exclamation. That means she yelling. She pissed the fuck off. She says, but I still walk in grace. She says, however, I ain't got time today. She about to snap. When you hear somebody say, and I got time today, you know it's a pop off. That's warning you that it's a pop off, trigger warning. That's what that's telling you right there. I got time today. She's about to go off. All right. So she says, once again, from day one, says that Tiana has never said anything. She yelling because she's speaking in caps to anyone. That means she yelling. When somebody type in caps, that means they're yelling. So I got to read it to y'all like she's saying it. All right. She says, I haven't spoken to any blogs or anyone else for that matter. Because it's exclamations there, okay? We got to yell because she yelling shit. I says that my court documents aren't clickbait to be used for your salacious headlines, okay? Because I went to school. I know that's salacious. See, Tisha, you wouldn't have known that word, okay, with your 3 degrees. Says that y'all are taking info from my original court complaints, which, okay, newsflash, has to be submitted given your reasons as to why you're filing for divorce, as well as other court documents and creating these stories, okay? She said, oh, now she really snapping here because she using cuss words, and I got to say them because she's saying them, all right? If you motherfuckers, okay, gonna be in my business, bitch, be in the whole thing. That's what she's saying, all right? She says, get effing accurate information and actually comprehend, bitch. I added bitch on there because I feel like that's what she should have said right there. All right. She says, I can't stand y'all asses, period. Says, and let's settle this once and for all. She says, I filed for divorce under initials for privacy, which kept this matter private for almost a whole year until somebody decided to file a motion using our full names, which then made our divorce proceedings public for the world to see, honey. Snaps up on that. All right. So she says, also let me add that all utilities in my home was on same day after that shit was pulled. So she said all my shit was cut right back on when you turned it off. You thought you was doing something out here, nigga, but you was not. Turned my shit off. You turned my kid's door off, but guess what, bitch? Yes, they were back. The truck was backing up to turn my shit right back on the same mother freaking day. And with. That's what she had to say. Because y'all know she, that's what she doing. She popping off, so I got to pop off. All right. She says, me and my kids are never going to be sitting ducks, okay? So, yeah, turn that shit off. It was probably in his name. He was being all moist and mad and went and turned the shit off. And she was like, yeah, turn that shit off. Don't nobody care. You forgot who had all the jobs, who had all the money. That would be me. I turned the shit right back on the same day. And what? And he was happy to go out and tell that shit that he turned it off. Because how else would we know? Think about it. How else would we know that her water and utilities and shit would turn off? Don't nobody else stay in the house with her and her children. Well, she and her children. You knew you did that shit and you were trying to get a reaction out of it. Being fucking petty like a whole female, and it backfired. She was like, yeah, turn that shit off. I done called the light company. I done called the cable company. I done called the water company, everybody else, and they done came and turned all that shit back on. He felt like, I always say my name, I'm turning it off. Knowing your kids over there, that's some moist bullshit. It is. You mad. Acting like Martel out here. Acting just like Martel. When Mel said, I'm leaving. Oh, well, I'm standing in front of the car. You ain't going nowhere. Oh, you're going to leave? You can't take your fur coat that I bought you. Oh, you're going to leave? You can't take the kids' beds. You can't take none of the pots and pans. You can't take the furniture. You can't take this. He was on that bullshit. And that's how moist, sorry ass men be when they can't have their way. When they know they fucked up. He was cheating. He was cheating, and she got tired of his mess. Now, granted, They did have situations to where they would invite people into the bedroom, but it was, from my understanding, they had an understanding to where you would let the other know when you were going to have said threesomes, that the other person had to know and be a part of that situation, okay? That it was going to be a together type thing. So when you step out to do things unbeknownst to her, that's called cheating. That's called cheating. I would never have that type of arrangement in my marriage because I don't want nobody rubbing all up on or watching my husband digging nobody else out. Like, that's mine. That's how I see it. But you have people out there that maybe they don't feel as fulfilled in their marriage and they want to invite other people into the bedroom. That's fine. Do what you do. I judge no one, but I would never do that shit because you are opening Pandora's box. You're creating a problem that you're not going to be able to fix in the end, because what if he liked a little bit more of what this person is doing than what you can do? And she's a very freaky girl. Don't take home to mama, okay? Tiana is a very freaky girl. She like women and men. But there's somebody out there that's always going to do a little bit more than you do. Okay? Somebody said marriages are not sacred anymore. You're absolutely right. I'm old school with mine. I'm on my Nivea. Don't mess with my man. I'm going to be the one to bring it to you. I'm on that when it comes to that. Y'all know the song. Don't mess with my man because I'm gonna be the one that bring it to you. I'm corporate, but I got some hood in me. I'm sorry. You know, because these young chicks, they ain't cooking up no eggs and pot roast and all that shit. They'll go to McDonald's for you, but every now and then a man, he want a good old nice home cooked meal. Okay, he want a good old nice cooked meal. And we work out over here. We keep our body right and keep our stamina up right so that we can, we can be everywhere but missionary when we need to be. Do I need to tell my business here? Do we need to talk about that? Do I need to tell my business? I don't even want to tell my business or whatever. But you got to keep the spice in there. You got to add some things in there. Like tonight, I might be caramel in there, but tomorrow night, I'm going to be something. I might be rail tomorrow night. You got to switch that shit up some. Okay, you ain't got to bring nobody else in the bedroom. I don't know why people be feeling like they got to do that. You don't have to bring nobody else. Bitch, I can be 5 different people in one night. Yeah, I can. You better be 5 different people in your bedroom for your man. Shit, you never bring nobody else in there for what? Stop this. Breaking up your marriages. Girl, go in there, put a blonde wig on and bust out that bitch. I am Caramel Monroe tonight, bitch. What you want and how you want it. How do you want it? How do you want it? Where do you want it? Where do you want me? All that. Like, a bitch can compromise. We can. I'll get a Charlie horse tonight just for the sake of, child. I don't like a Charlie horse, but I'll get a good old Charlie horse if it's going to save my damn marriage. I don't own a wig, but bitch, I'll go out and buy a blonde wig and bust up in that bitch like, hello, Mr. President. Bitch, I'm Caramel Monroe tonight, okay? Do I need to jump off the dresser tonight? Like, what you, somebody said you got me over here rolling. Y'all know what I'm trying to say, women. Do I need to jump off tonight? Do I need to jump off the dresser tonight, sir? Okay. Do I need to jump off the dresser tonight? And make sure you time that shit right now. Make sure your measurements is right. Because I don't want nobody out here, you done missed the whole damn bed out here trying to be on your head. I'm a very freaky girl bullshit. You done missed the whole bed trying to jump off and be sexy and shit. Now time that shit right and measure right. Like, okay. All right, the bed is here, the dress is here. I don't want you to jump the bed over here and you done laying it right here and you ain't even touch the bed. Your ass in the emergency room got explained to the damn nurse that you done missed the whole damn bed trying to be on there. You done missed the whole damn bed trying to be on your, I'm a very freaky girl bullshit, and done missed the whole bed and knocked your ass out in there. You knocked out and the paramedics and had to come up in there and your ass in there with no damn drawers and shit on. Because you trying to be freaky and whatnot. Yeah, get your shit together out here, child. Let's move on. Oh, child, was I telling my business? Nah, that won't me. That won't me. Y'all get out of my business. All right. Yeah, girl. Y'all know how y'all be doing, child. You gotta turn it up, child. You gotta turn it up in there, child. Oh, child, you gotta turn it up. Oh, child, you gotta. My mind just went somewhere. I'm sorry, y'all. Somebody said, please stop. Woo! All right. Let me get that off me. Hold on a second. All right, we back. All right. I love it. Okay. So next topic, honey, we're gonna move on. Child. Joseline Hernandez, honey, La Puerto Rican princess, okay? Stevie J's baby mama. La Puerto Rican princess. I said, girl, you don't go somewhere and learn how to talk. Your ghetto ass. She is ghetto. Ghetto. I love Puerto Rican princess. Okay, that's how she talk. I said, what kind of Spanish is that? Damn. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa? Joseline Hernandez? ¿Qué pasa? I don't understand you, girl. Anywho, her ass, y'all, check this out. Because y'all know she was caught fighting at the fight. How you fighting at the fight? Like, girl. So y'all know that she done been sentenced, honey, to 2 years of probation, child, in relation to the physical altercation that she had with this child named Big Lex. All right. Now they're saying that she got into an altercation at the Floyd Mayweather fight. Okay. And she was back there fighting backstage, child, swinging on people that won't even end the fight because she was being a whole cocaine bear out here, child. They call her the cocaine bear, child. She was back there raw on that bullshit, just swinging on folk that won't even end the fight. One girl was walking by to go to the damn bathroom, and she done swung on her ass, and she like, shit, I just had to go pee. What the fuck you swing on me for? Like, she was on that. So when the popos came out and they tried to arrest her ass, don't you touch me. If you're a white cop, don't touch me. They were like, huh? Like, what the hell wrong with her? She was on some other shit, y'all. She was. This was her. Shout out to TMZ. That's her. That's how she was looking backstage. Oh, cocaine bear. Oh, cocaine bear. Mm-hmm. That was her. Oh, Coquiana bear. Let's say it that way for YouTube's sake, child. Oh, Coquiana Bear was out here acting a whole damn fool backstage. Now, she's supposed to be performing, and I don't know who gave her any type of permission to be performing somewhere because her music sucks. But she back there swinging off on cops. They finally had to like hog tie her child and put her in the back of a police car while she was fighting the popos. Then she was cocaine bear child. And they put her in the back of the popo car and they took her ass to jail. Okay. And Big Lex took out a warrant on her, went down to the gas station, child, down there, the BP down from where the fight was, and called the popos and took out a whole warrant on Joseline, child. Because she was high as hell. That girl was high as 3 mean coats at the damn fight. I said, damn. Swinging on everybody, and slapping folks, stomping people. Like, she was doing a lot. But I was like, girl, you only got 2 months of probation for all of that? Because you all of assaulted like damn near everybody backstage. Like, for real. Somebody said, can't remember. Child, her ass should have went to jail. Like, you really, they really saved you, girl. Now, I know her ass ain't gonna stay out of trouble in 2 months. I already know it. So she'll be right back in jail. That's the beauty of it. And I think the courts know it as well because Joseline stayed in some shit. I think the fame really gotten to her to where she really feels like she's untouchable, that she can do whatever she wants to whoever she want to do it to, and that nobody's going to do anything to her. And if she goes to court, I'm just going to get probation because you know she can't say probation. I just going to get probation. I got no Puerto Rico princess. I just going to get probation if I go to the court. That's how she talk. If I go in the court, I just going to get probation. Okay, that's how her ass talk. Like, girl, sit your ass down. Sit down, cocaine bear. Okay, but that is all for her, honey. She was out there screaming and fighting and swinging on folk like old alley cat backstage, and old cocaine bear got 2 months, girl. Probation. Okay, yes, that's what she got. Stevie J, come get your baby mama because she is out of control. All right, she is out of control. All right, so DJ personality, Miss Jones, honey. She puts Diddy out there because Diddy, baby, Lord, he can't stay out the news to save his life, Lord. But DJ Miss Jones, honey, DJ personality Miss Jones says that Diddy threatened to put her in a trunk of a car, honey. But little Kim, honey, the little one, honey. Little Kim saved her, honey, from not being thrown in that trunk, honey. DJ Jones says that it's actually a whole tape, honey, not a VHS tape, child. She says it's a whole tape of the whole altercation, child. All right. Let me get to the post, honey, so she can tell you because she is telling it all, honey. Girl, you cannot be out here threatening to put somebody in a whole trunk. That is against the law. Yes, God, it is. Can I be doing that? That is called a hostage, girl. Well, let's talk about it, sis.
Okay, I put my real cap on. Okay, I got it. I'm just saying. The real. Like, from what I understand, one of his closest friends was the last one he dragged out paying her and refused to pay her. She was the very, very last one. That
it's a mentality and it's something that is built in somebody.
And Diddy, I don't want you blowing up my house or my car or anything like that. No, I don't. Because I don't. I cannot. He already threatened to put me in the trunk of a car. What? And it's on tape. You know when we take you back in the room to do commercials? After you do an interview on the radio, and we take you in the back. And he didn't know that the tape was running. And if I hadn't heard it, I wouldn't have believed it. And Little Kim said, leave Jonesy alone. Jonesy don't hurt nobody. Stop. Yep. You saved me. You're my hero. Yep. Wow. Yep. So I just say, where there's smoke, there's fire. Baby. That's what I've always. Where there's smoke, there's fire. That's what I know to be true. And we need the men. If you ain't gonna stand up,
shout out Chef Don down in the house. Give him some love.
Set your ass somewhere. Shut up. Don't say nothing. Nothing at all. Don't say nothing. Because this is crazy.
Ain't that some crazy shit? Diddy, you doing a lot. See, if everybody's saying the same thing about you, there has to be some truth to it. I'm just saying. If everybody's saying the same thing about you, there has to be some truth. Now, they done talked about how you done been treating your baby mamas out here on the slap it up, flip it, rub it down. Oh, no. On your baby mamas because you mad because they out here, being with somebody else because you don't know how to treat them. Don't know how to treat ya. Ain't that how Troy said on Waiting to Exhale? Don't know how to treat ya. Shout out to Chef Don Don. Y'all show Chef Don Don some love. Check him out on his channel, okay? Great commentary over here. That's the homie. All right, check him out. Love me some Chef Don Don. But yeah, DJ radio personality, honey, Miss Jones said that, Diddy tried to threaten to throw her ass in the back of a car. And that's how he used to do everybody that worked around him. Diddy felt like he could say and do whatever he wanted to do because he was Diddy. And at the end of the day, it's looking like it's starting to wind down for Diddy. Like the more you do Diddy, the more people keep exposing. And that's what needs to happen. People need to keep talking. People need to keep exposing him because that's just going to only be the final nail in his damn coffin, okay? There are more and more lawsuits coming out on Diddy. Like he's already facing this trial that's getting ready to come up with the girl that was 17 years old when she said that he R-worded her or gang R-worded her along with Parth Pierre and a third person at Daddy's House Studios there in New York. Now he's facing that. And then he's trying to bombard his way with this damn case saying that he don't want the girl who was 17 years old at the time to remain anonymous. He wants everybody to know who she is. Why? Because he wants her to be harassed. Because y'all know how it is when somebody else come out and say that they've been gang R-worded or just R-worded, period, against a celebrity. What are they going to get? Harassed. Well, people say, oh, she's lying. She just want money. That never happened. How do you know? Were you there? Were you there? People get on my nerves with that. How do you say something didn't happen to somebody when it really happened to that person? Like this girl is carrying the scars and the embarrassment from all the stuff that she endured on that particular day. And even released pictures. We talked about this. She released pictures from inside of Daddy's House Studio, one of which she was sitting on Diddy's lap. That was you, Diddy. And once she released those pictures, now he's mad and on his get back, and he's trying to control the narrative as to say, no, she don't need to remain anonymous. Well, she is a public figure. Okay. They're saying she is a public figure. And bottom line is now that DJ personality, Miss Jones, is coming out and saying that you did some stuff to her as well. Like it's kind of making everybody believe that the same shit that Cassie was saying you did to her, that you had the potential to do those things as well. Okay. Lauren London's sister that you put pause on, that you stopped her career to where she can't even work in the business no more thanks to you, Diddy, after you put pause on her as well, and she had to get a whole payout from the record label to be quiet. Like, damn. Everybody ain't lying on you, Diddy. You are sitting out here talking about, oh, I'm going to protect my good name. Your name been gone. Your name been trash. People been talking shit about you, Diddy, since the 90s. You've been doing shit since the 90s. And that's why you keep changing your name, because you don't want that negative stigma to carry over and follow you. So you'll change your name from Diddy to Puff Daddy to Brother Love. And I ain't nothing about you love. You don't even love yourself. And you have this disdain for women because you ain't ready to come out of that good old closet. It's too many people in the closet. Ain't no more room in the closet. Martel ain't no more room in the closet. All these men that have this aggression towards women, I say allegedly, because I love to be cute. But bottom line is, all these men that keep showing out all this aggression towards women, it's something there. Something happened in your childhood that may have happened to you that make you lash out against women and come against women because you have not addressed the issues within yourself. I'm saying it right here. You ain't addressed it. You haven't addressed it. Yes, you need to be swallowed up. That's what it gives. Or maybe you were swallowed up and you didn't want to be swallowed up by the person that swallowed you up. And you don't know how to deal with that bullshit. So you lash out at women. That's unheard of. Men are supposed to be protectors of women. Supposed to be out here fighting no woman, running up, bowing up on a woman. What kind of shit is that? What kind of mess is that to bow up on a woman, to threaten to throw a woman in a trunk? What kind of bullshit is that? That's some crazy shit. I'm sorry. That's some mob type shit. Diddy, you are not the mob, okay? You're not the mob. You are not. I know you've been watching all these damn mobster movies, but you're not the mob, sir. Calm it down. Keep your hands off women and address those issues within yourself with your touchy-feely ass. Get on my nerves. Get on my nerves. Let's continue. All right. This next topic. Because I'm going to have to ask y'all a question on this, women, to see what you guys think on it. Because y'all know I like to talk to the women, honey. I like to talk to and advocate for my women out here. Because, child, some of these men out here be on some bullshit. And this ain't a male bashing type of platform. It's not. But some of the men that I be talking about, child, they be on that moist bullshit. And I can't take it. I just can't take it or whatever. But we're going to talk about this next topic. Let me get to it. NFL's Tyreek Hill, honey, he's reportedly filed for a divorce because his wife, mind you, they said his wife, not soon to be wife, refused to sign a post-nuptial agreement. Okay. Yeah. She said, I ain't signing. I ain't signing. You asked me to marry you. I did that. Now you done came up on a little monty or whatever. Now you want me to be signing all this bullshit. And I just ain't got time for that. I ain't got time to be doing that. All right, let me find my little post. What the hell I do with my post? I think it's in the other place. Y'all just talk amongst yourself. I'm still here, child. Let me get my stuff together here, child. I said, I know damn well he ain't out here asking this girl to be signing no damn post-nuptial. A post-nuptial. That's what they call it. Anybody out here, are y'all willing to sign a post-nuptial agreement if you marry somebody and they come up on some money and they ask you to sign it? Are you willing to sign it? Y'all can put it in the chat. Yes, press 1 for yes and put a 2 for no. If you marry someone and they come up on some money and they ask you to sign a post-nuptial agreement, are you willing to sign that in order to stay in and or keep your marriage to that person? Okay. Put a 1 in the chat if you will. Put a 2 in the chat if you ain't trying to be on that level of bullshit. Okay. Let me know. Let me know. While I find my little post here, child. I said, I know damn well. What did I say with that? I'm tripping, y'all. I'm tripping. All right, let me go old school right quick. Because I know I saw the shit. We're going to talk about this. Because I said, I know damn well I know he ain't doing this shit. I know. What y'all put? So I said, the majority rule, everybody's like, caramel, hell no, okay? No, and hell no, okay? I don't blame you. I wouldn't sign it either. Anybody signing that bullshit? You marry me, it is what it is. Say for better or worse, okay? For better or worse. It's better that you got this money and I'm still gonna be your wife. I ain't signing shit. Go somewhere and sit down and give me my cut. Don't make me Shani O'Neal you and have to send that shit over cross seas on your ass. Don't make me get some accounts and put some money in there like with Shani O'Neal because you playing with me. Because what's yours is mine and what's mine is mine. Nah, I don't think like that, y'all. What's yours is mine, and what's mine is yours. It's you gotta split it. That's just the right thing to do. That's the right thing to do. I said, Jeff John Don said, hell to the no. Hell no. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. All right, let me pull this shit up old school because damn, I thought I saved it. Tyreek Hill. Child, I said, No, you not. All right, so let's talk about this. All right, so they said Tyreek Hill, honey, files for divorce, honey. So check this out. Now, they're saying that Tyreek Hill, who recently denied that he was getting divorced despite paperwork being filed in Florida to end his recent marriage, has cleared the air further on the subject. And he says that he fired people for what he's calling a mistake. Now, they're saying that the Dolphins wide receiver, honey, tied the knot with Keita Vaccaro in November, but the court records in Broward County showed that the lawyer for Hill, which is named Gary F. Saletti, filed for divorce on Monday from the woman he had been engaged to since July 2021. Now, they're saying after denying the filing on social media earlier in the week, they said that Hill took to Twitch, where he actively streamed, says on Thursday, to discuss his side of the story. Now, they're saying that he maintains that he never allowed anyone to file the papers on his behalf. Says that now a lot of people being on, he said, now a lot of people being in my business lately. He says that me and Key's business. He says that Hill says that of his wife. All right, so it says that, and I just gotta say that it sucks that a lot of our stuff is public record, but behind closed doors, a lot of people got fired too for just doing that without our yes. Okay. Says that he also he continued, says that it sucks that me and my wife got to go through that. Says like, yeah, public record says it, and right now we're in a spot of fixing it. I think he lying. Says that I fired the effing bonehead that did that mistake, and now it sucks. Okay. It says that he also clarifies that despite the filing that he's still married, though he had to clear the air with his wife. It says that the star wide receiver and his Dolphins were eliminated. Of course, we know that by the Chiefs. All right. And he said that he didn't file it, that somebody filed it on his behalf. But the post that I read was saying that he wanted her to file this post number, and she said no. So he was trying to force her into doing it. Okay. That's the post that I read. But he's trying to say somebody else filed it. I don't believe that. So he's trying to say they have a happy marriage in the midst of all these damn court documents being filed. I think he doesn't want people in their business and people to look negatively at him for filing this, because he wanted her to file this, sign this paperwork because he didn't want to be able to give her all this money. That's what I think. I don't think he wants people to know that he's a creep like that. But that's what I get out of it. Okay. I see a lot of you put 2 in there. I wouldn't sign that bullshit either. All right. All right. So let's move on to the next topic, honey. I'm done with them. All right. So one of my favorite people, I actually like this person. Selena from Dancing Dolls, JJ from Bell Collective's ex-wife. Let's talk about her because she is speaking out on JJ, trying to make her look bad on the show. Okay, y'all remember at the reunion where he spoke to Carlos and had his daughters up on stage, where he was kind of arguing, talking about how Selena wasn't there as a mother, how Selena didn't do this, Selena didn't do that, how So Gucci, aka Sophia, aka Not So Gucci, was pretty much like a mother to them and was taking care of them, did their hair, fix their plates, etc., etc. Well, my thing is this: if you're dating a man and he has children and they're not of age to be able to take care of themselves, if they come to the house and you stay in there, I mean, it's just the right thing to do to fix their plate if they're hungry. If their hair looking busted, how you walking around in your hair looking a hot damn mess, and you don't do something to their hair as a woman, and as a mother, because she was also a mother as well, something should just, pop up in you and say, you know what, I'm going to fix their hair, or I'm going to do this and do that, because even though these are his children, if I'm looking to marry him, or if I'm going to be his wife, then I'm going to still have to have some type of interaction, because the children are going to be coming over here. So you should fix their plate. Why do you get any type of praise for that? JJ, why do you get praised for spending more time with your children? Those are your children. And I found out why he was actually spending more time with he and Selena's children. Selena had a stroke. Selena had some health issues to where JJ had to step up and take on more of the responsibility for their children during that time. But you tried to flip it, JJ, at the reunion to make it sound like Selena was this sucky mom who wasn't taking care of her children properly, when that was not the case. I cannot stand people who flip the narrative and try to make a mother sound like she's a sucky mother, especially when she's taking very good care of her children, like Martel did with Melody. Oh, you got all these babysitters. Nigga, it's mothers out there that leave their children alone. So the fact, even if she did have 10 fucking babysitters, that says that she is getting the help that she needs in order to make sure her children have someone there to watch them when she's trying to do what she needs to do, which is work. They put their mothers that leave their children alone and go to the club and stay all fucking night and their children stay home by themselves. It's mothers who don't sacrifice and take care of their children properly. But this woman was sick and had a stroke and had other issues. They said that she had a whole seizure, you guys, on the show Bring It. Okay? She had a whole seizure. I've been reading up on this. JJ, you a whole bastard for that. You a bastard for that, sir. You are. This girl had a seizure on Dancing Dolls season 5, episode 10. And then y'all can go and actually pull it up. That's why I wanted to give you guys the season and episode. Go back and pull it up. They said that she was not feeling well and that JJ knew that when he mentioned that she was not caring properly for the girls and that he had to step in and that So Gucci was stepping in kind of like their mother. Selena had a stroke, you guys. Selena had a stroke. So, JJ, you should have stepped up as their father instead of sitting at the reunion and arguing back at them, which that was very distasteful. That's their mother. That is their mother. You know you treated her like shit. Selena also talked about how JJ was abusive. I'm going to put the shit out there, JJ. Gosh darn it. Selena speaks on JJ and how he abused her during the marriage, how he mistreated her in their marriage, and how she even protected him and never told things about him, even though it was toxic in their situation. She protected him, but then he turned around and she also helped him get on national television. He would not be on Bell Collective if Selena did not vouch for him. You wouldn't be there either, Gucci. So while you hating on her and while you're so pressed about Selena, you should be thanking her for allowing you to be on a platform since you want to turn around on the show and call her extra. No, bitch, you extra. You're extra. Because you pressed and bothered about a woman that ain't even thinking about or bothered about you. Selena makes you insecure. This woman just being in the same room with you makes you insecure. Because you think that she wants JJ back. She gave you that nasty, sorry ass nigga with the 2 little ponytails hanging in the back. He moist too. He is. He is very moist. When I saw that bullshit, I said, boy, let me let Selena tell you, honey.
But also Latrice called me back. And she was like, I was thinking about JJ. Now, I'm still giving this man props. After you don't drag me here in Mississippi for so many years, and you don't lied on me for so many years, and after you don't abuse me for so many years, after you don't cheated on me for so many years, after you don't did all of that, I still spoke highly of you to her. Say, yeah, he'll be good for TV. Girl, his personality, the same thing I tell other people when they ask me about my ex. I said, oh, yeah, he'll be good for TV. You know, his personality, a big personality and this and that. I said, yeah, that'll be great. She was like, because the girls can come, his wife. I said, yeah. So I'm vouching for y'all. But if I would have known that y'all was going to use this platform to dog the hell out of me, to slander my name, to make up lies, to have this smear campaign, and y'all team up against me. I'm going to sit up here and talk good about these people.
That's a shame. Y'all hear that? She said he cheated on her. He was abusive towards her. He did all these things to her. And then he turns around and dogs her out, even though she spoke highly and got him on TV to where he could have a platform, at which then that opened the door for So Gucci, because Gucci, you weren't doing shit before the show. Let me put your business out there because I looked you up too. So Gucci, you were doing nothing. You were trying to get on Bell Collective. You had no fucking storyline. So guess what she did? She ran out and hurried up and got her real estate license so that she could go on the show and be like, oh, I'm the #1 real estate agent in Mississippi. Girl, you won't doing shit. prior to being on Bell Collective. You were following JJ around, hating on JJ. She was mad. Let me tell y'all why So Gucci is really mad at Selena. When they were filming the show Bring It, they wanted to show a family dynamic on the show. So they showed Selena along with JJ. JJ was filming scenes with Selena. So Gucci wanted to be on the show because at the time she was with JJ. But the network, they didn't want So Gucci on the show. So she was mad, and she even said she felt left out. She was mad because they left her out and never showed her. So she was shown maybe 1 or 2 times, like in the background where the camera like pan, but it was real quick, not to the point to where you'd be like, who is her? Who is this girl right here? She was mad because Selena got camera time, and she got that camera time with JJ to make it look like they were a couple or they were together or in a great space. And JJ was only using Selena for camera time and for a check because he got a nice little coin for showing and making appearances on the show. But then he used that opportunity to turn around and make Selena seem like she was this horrible mom who never took care of her kids. She couldn't properly take care of them because she was sick. She had a whole full-blown seizure on Bring It, and JJ knew this. But you sit on a platform at the reunion. I'm glad Carlos stopped it because he don't stop shit else. But I was glad he stopped it because he said, I'm not going to allow you guys to do this. His daughters didn't want to throw him under the bus. They could have. He knew this girl had a whole full-blown seizure and had a stroke. But he sat up there and said, I was taking care of y'all. I took care of y'all. Your mama wasn't there for y'all. Gucci was fixing y'all plates. Gucci was fixing y'all hair. You should have stepped up. You don't get a trophy for being a father. These children didn't ask to be here. And if they had to spend a little more time at your house, so fucking be it. Their mama needed a break. Their mama was going through medical issues. Child, it's a hot damn mess. Let me play one more clip of Selena.
Use me, cheated on me. A moment, honey, you really ain't making no noise. I'm not the attention seeker.
Thanks for being here, Harold.
Y'all are. Who was interviewing you before this incident?
Crickets. Would nobody even know who y'all were if it wasn't for Selena? Selena was on the show. So Gucci, when you get on the show talking about somebody's an extra, baby, that's you. That's you, grandma lips. So Gucci got grandma lips. Y'all see how she hold her mouth on the show like she dipping snuff? So not Gucci, a.k.a. grandma lips. You hold your mouth like this. Sit up there at the reunion like this. That's you, grandma lips. I'm going to be a little messy. Because I can't stand people like that. Y'all know, y'all owe that woman an apology. And I know you're not going to do it, JJ. We know you're not going to do it because you're a narc too. That bullshit you be saying is not funny. That gosh darn it. We tired of that bullshit. We tired of your ponytails. We tired of that extra gel you be slicking down on the side. We tired of So Gucci and her dry ass wigs with them grandma lips and them damn dentures her ass be wearing on the show. We sick of her. Y'all asses can go because you don't really have a storyline anyway. Thankfully, they showed your daughters a little bit for the season. Because you won't doing shit else. Yeah, Harold said, let me put your comment up there because that's true. That's true. He said that they only tell part of the story that benefits them. Says that those who only watch Bell Collective and didn't watch Bring It didn't know about it. See, right. If you don't watch the backstory of what's really going on in the show, you would not have known that. See, good for me. I'm gonna always dig up and find out the real, true Hollywood story of what the hell is going on here. See, y'all never would have known that. Y'all would have thought, damn, Selena's just out here not taking care of her kids. She couldn't take care of them. So she sent them over there to grandma lips and ponytails so they ass can do it so she can recover and get better. Selena ain't checking for JJ. Selena got a man. Fine one too. Finer than JJ. Finer than JJ with his Cabbage Patch looking ass. He look like a Cabbage Patch kid with them damn ponytails. Sit your ass down. Welcome to fatherhood, JJ, because that's what it means to be a father. And any woman that you're dating, she is required to step up and be a mother figure to your children if she's going to be living in your house and be your wife. If they hungry, she should go in there and fix their plate. How you gonna go fix you something to eat and his children are hungry and you don't do that? You're not a great woman. I don't want nobody around. If me and my husband don't make it, I don't want no bitch around my son if she is not a mother figure. Period. I don't want no bitch around him anyway. But if the situation don't work out and he got to move on, I don't want him having no bitch around my son who doesn't have that mothering nature. If my child is hungry, I don't want her sitting there saying, I ain't fixing you no plate. I ain't your mama. Why folk come though? Like what kind of bullshit is that? What kind of bullshit is that? Granny lips. Granny mouth. Yeah. Selena, they say her net worth is $2.5 million. What's your net worth, so Gucci or so not Gucci? What's your net worth, sis? What's your net worth since you the top real estate agent? You just got your real estate license. I looked the shit up. And you did it so you could have something to fall back on when you got your crusty ass on the show. You mad because Selena is a bad bitch out here and she look better than you. And every time she come in the room and come around JJ, he always give her that second once over. She is nervous around Selena. She is nervous when JJ and Selena is in the same vicinity because you know at the snap of the finger she could take your man. Selena serves body yada yada, and you just built straight up and down. So you nervous when she come in the room. You nervous. That's why you filed that paperwork on her through the courts. That's why you filed that restraining order to keep her away. That's all. That's the only reason you filed it. You were not because you were so scared, not because you feared for your life. That's bullshit. That was not why you filed no restraining order against Selena. You filed a restraining order against Selena to keep her away from you and JJ because you nervous when she's around because you think she's going to take your man, but she got one. She happy with her man. She moved on with her life. She ain't thinking about JJ, but she talking, and I like that about her. She's not hiding the bullshit that she went through with him. And that comes a time when you got to speak up and stop protecting people who don't protect you. Melody did the same thing with Martel. She protected him. She kept his secrets. Meanwhile, she was dying inside from the things that he continued to do to her. But because she had children by him, she was doing the adult thing, was to protect her children's father. But there comes a time when you got to say, no, I ain't protecting these hoes. No new friends. I'm talking about your shit. You come for me, I'm coming for you. Whatever energy you put out there, I'm going to reciprocate. Everything that you do, bitch, I'm going to be on times 10. And that's just how it needs to be with some people. You were wrong, JJ. You were wrong for that. You were wrong. You should have been happy to get your children. Why would you want them over there and you know that their mother is struggling and having seizures trying to watch them? Suppose that she would have had a seizure with your children over there. They would have known what to do. Because it's too much for her. Stress can bring on a seizure. So having her children having to figure out how she's going to cook for them today, figuring out school, making sure they go to school, get picked up from school. That's a lot. You should be happy to step in as their father. She didn't have to have all them damn kids by herself. And regardless of the fact if y'all are not together or married anymore, they were married for 12 years. Selena was married to JJ for 12 years. And regardless of the fact that y'all are not together no more, you still have the responsibility of still being a father to your daughters and stepping in whenever she needs you to. I don't even care if it's not your week. If she is struggling and going through it, you should be happy to step up and do that. And so Gucci, you need to stay your ass up out of it because you got your own kids. You don't speak on Selena's kids and what go on between the two of them. Stay your ass out the middle of their parental arrangements. That's the problem. Hoes like to step up because you fixed a plate or two and put a couple ponytails in a bitch head. Now you feel like you can step up and tell somebody and get in the middle of somebody else's parental arrangements. That ain't got shit to do with you. Take your grandma lips and your non-built bodied ass somewhere and sit down with your boy body. Sit your ass down. And I said it. Do I take it back? Let's see. Never. Never. Sit your boy body built ass down. Selena is pressure. And you mad. Thinking that woman thinking about you. Selena said, I only think of you on 2 occasions, bitch. That's never and not ever. That's how you gotta tell a bitch sometimes. I only think of you, like the song say, on 2 occasions. That's never and not ever, bitch. Never and not ever. I think of you on them 2 occasions. Never and not ever. Now smoke on that. Let's move on though. I love when the plan come together. I only think of you on 2 occasions, baby. 2, only but 2. Never and not ever, bitch. Why you home thinking I'm thinking about you? I'm over here living my life while you over there pressed and pressed and pressed. Sit your ass down, child. All right, let's move on. Let's move on, child. We ain't gonna stay on no more because I got to drag some more folk, child. This is a drag type of day, okay? I love it, honey, and I live for it. All right, so ooh, child. All right, so let's move on here. All right, so let's talk about a little bit about Tisha Scott, honey. Tisha made fish fillet Scott. Let's talk about her right quick. Her and old Martha, Martho, them two. Okay, yeah. Y'all, I'm about to act fool. All right, trigger warning. I need to put my trigger warning banner up. I got a trigger warning banner. I said, let me put my trigger warning banner up because I'm about to act the whole fool right now. Okay. I'm about to read some folk down because I don't like when people be lying in my face. I don't like it. I'm about to go off. I'm about to go off. All right, we about to go off. My trigger warning up. Cause don't lie to me. You ain't gotta lie, Craig. You ain't gotta lie to kick it, Tisha. Okay, you ain't gotta lie to kick it, Tisha. Drag your ass right with you and your bald headed, no teeth having husband. All right, let's talk about this bullshit right quick. All right, so Tisha sits in an interview I saw. Okay, it's kind of old, but I'm still speaking on it because I hate when she be lying about her marriage. And it ain't nothing ever happened in her marriage. Now, she says in this particular sit down, okay, that she's speaking on the marriage of Melody and Martel and their marriage ending, okay, about Arionne's issue and how Tisha also alludes to the fact that she can relate to and has been there in terms of what Melody went through. When? Because I could have sworn 6 seasons now on Love Marriage Huntsville, you have said that you have not had any infidelity in your marriage. Nobody have brought you any type of receipts in terms of what was going on. Hey, we already know he be cheating. I already told you that one of my subscribers who was in Huntsville for the podcast with Melody and Carlos stayed at a hotel where they've seen your husband out on the town with several women, and it ain't you. Okay? You already said at the reunion when Kiki brought it out that Marsau had the booty pictures in his phone from old girl Big Booty Judy. That's why you out here and went and got a big booty. Okay. That he had a midday work surprise, and this is somebody he was seeing. He couldn't even stare at you because he had to look at the floor because he was embarrassed. He won't go say nothing. And Tisha, you were gonna try to hide it until Kiki said, but that's what you told me, and you even cried to me, Tisha. So then you want to talk about it, but then you want to sit on this particular little interview. All right, let me fast forward this shit ahead. You want to sit on this interview and talk about, oh yeah, by the way, I experienced some of the same things. Oh, really? I said a good old lie don't care when they tell one, boy. I tell you that. Lies don't be caring who tell it. And Tisha, obviously, you are a pathological one, okay? Shout out to my girl Empress. Because I'm about to play this shit. Y'all about to be like, what? Yes, girl. Tisha and her lying ass. And Marsau sat his ass there knowing. I'm going to drag your ass too, Marsau. It's coming. It's coming. All right, hold on.
Much what Arionne had to say.
All right, let's move on. Shout out to Empress.
So,
okay.
Yeah, she's calling Melody a bird. She's
hold on. Let's go forward. All right, so let's back up a little bit. Shout out to Empress.
Heroin is tough.
Okay.
And you have so many people coming for you. There's a lot of mean people in this world. Like, I didn't realize how many mean people in this world. And so it's like,
look at Marsau.
For me, it's just tricky because I do feel sorry because I can relate and feel to what she's going through as far as the heat that she's getting. And it's like, I can't take this. But then again, it's like, girl, you got to remove yourself from this situation. And you can't be coming for people because, like, you made a whole statement, like, about me. about I hurt Tisha feeling, and I'm like, first of all, don't make threats, but I didn't do anything to you, and nor have I said anything about you. So it's like you can't throw this stuff out there, but then when you get the heat, you're like, oh, I can't take this. So that's why I say it's tricky.
Here's what I believe in that situation.
Shut up, Marsau.
Martel, Mel, Arionne, I think they're talking about three different dynamics of the same person, right? And these are people, they're fighters. They fight. And they're going to fight, and they care about image to the point where they're going to fight and push everything they possibly can out, even while they're hurting on the inside.
Yeah.
And even while they're being torn apart on the inside, they still want to portray this image of perfection and positivity, like I got it all together, when I know they don't. And so to say your actions don't speak up to your level of sensitivity. A lot of times people don't understand what insecurity and the difference between insecurity and strength is. I remember one time I was running to school. I was afraid of a dog. The dog had
Here we go, that bullshit.
I was going to school.
He's talking about going to school, getting almost bit by a dog. Now, the fact that he is speaking on somebody else's marriage when you don't even respect your wife, let's start there, Marsau. It's so crazy to me how you have all the answers for everybody else, and then the fact that you're going to bring up the fact that Melody, Arionne, and Martel are fighters and that they're always fighting. You were a part of that bullshit, Marsau, because were you not with Martel when he was cheating and you were also doing it as well? Because Arionne already said that you were trying to talk to her sister, but she wasn't interested in you. So, Tisha, you sit your ass in interviews with Marsau and be co-signing his bullshit, and the fact that he be speaking on other people in their relationships when your relationship ain't good either. Your man be out cheating. You be calling your man. We done talked about it at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning because he ain't home, because he out digging somebody else out while you home crying and in the shower where you need to be, sliding down the wall because your man ain't home, and they're hiding from your kids and crying because your man treating you like shit. And then when you call him, he's like, Tisha, what do you want? Tisha, what do you want? He's sick of you. He's tired of you. And then Tisha always puts herself in a position where she's asking other people about their infidelities. And I think she slick be doing that because she wants to figure out how she can get out of her situation. Go back to when she snuck over there to Mel and them's house uninvited in Destin when Martel invited their asses there. Melody didn't because he didn't have the authority to. But then she turned around and asked Melody when she sat down with her, how is it that you ended your divorce? How did you get away? How are you living your life now with just you after divorce? Why do you want to know if you in such a happy situation, Tisha? Why did you ask Chris and Nell Fletcher about their infidelities and then turn around at the reunion and say that you don't know them well enough to reach out to them for business reasons? But you don't know me, but then you want to be in my business and ask me about my marriage and when my man stepped out on me? But you know me well enough to ask me that. I have a problem with people that want to ask your business, but then want to sit on their business. When Melody told you at the coffee shop, if you want to know where your man is, get your kids over to a babysitter and take your stupid ass over there and to the bar where your man is and roll up on him and you'll see what he's doing. But you got mad and you used deflection in terms of speaking of Arionne having a BMW. What am I talking about that? You can't spray me with my truth, bitch, when I already put it out there. That's what you try to do. You can't spray me with the truth when I already put my shit out there. She talked about him cheating in season, 1, 2? That was season, 3 or so? You can't spray me with my own truth. We're talking about you now. We're talking about your man cheating now. We're talking about your man stepping out and digging women out. We're talking about your man running to get a vasectomy while you were out of town, unbeknownst to you, when you came back and said, I didn't know this was going on. You know why you ain't gonna know what was going on? Because he got women that he paying to keep quiet while he out here stepping out and digging people out. He not trying to have no babies because he's trying to get away from the ones that he married, got with you. That's why he don't be home. That's why he always telling you he got to go out of town to go to work. He don't want to be around you. He love his kids, yeah. But he like cheating more. He like his kids, but he loves cheating more. And you got men that's like that. But Tisha, I can't relate to that. Bitch, you can totally relate to that. You know about the non-disclosure agreements that your husband got these women out here signing to be quiet so that your image, that same one that you said that Melody is out here trying to protect, she should protect her image. She's a businesswoman. Unlike you, Tisha, Miss, I'm a stay-at-home mother. That's all you're going to do is stay at home while your husband go out of the country with other women. Why he tell you, no, you can't come to Africa with me after you said you begged him. Any wife in their right mind would know that something is up with that. Ain't no man going to Africa almost a month alone, but he will fly a hoe out. He will do that. And I believe that that's what he did. He done been out of the country a few times without you, Tisha. But it take other people telling you that you stupid for allowing it. But you think you can outsmart everybody. And then when they give you the truth, just like you did with Mel, when you wanted to bring up that that's why Martel bought his side chick a BMW. You had to get your ass up real quick and walk out of there because you knew Mel was about to put your business out there. And that's what Tisha do. Tisha likes to drop bombs and then get her thick line refrigerator built bodied ass up and shimmy her way up out of there. Because she know they get ready to read her ass down. With your wide back ass built like your mama. You done had how many surgeries and you still ain't got it right? How many more BBLs and tummy tucks and mommy makeovers you gonna get and still walking around here looking like a damn Kenmore refrigerator from the bike? Girl, sit your ass down and figure out why that you always talking about somebody else's business when your own life is fucked up out here. But you live to brag about you been married for 18 mother freaking years. Who gives a damn? No, you're in a toxic situation, living in toxicity for 18 years and don't have the gump or any brain cells to get your ass up and get your kids and walk out that front door. You let your husband put you in a small ass apartment over there and tell you he gonna stay at the other house. You know why? Because he want to come and go as he wants to. He don't want to be around you. He didn't want to renew his vows to you. That speaks volumes, okay? So while you speaking on Melody's situation with Arionne and everybody else, while you telling people, I hate side chicks, do you? Do you? Do you hate them same hoes that be talking shit about you on social media when you be going back and forth throwing subliminals on your IG over there, Tisha? Because that's who you be talking to, them side chicks. We already talked about it. Your husband is making women sign NDAs. Your husband got fired from the movie theater for being inappropriate, but you don't know about no infidelities in your marriage. Do I need to pull the picture up of the Becky that your husband was doing some inappropriate shit with? Okay, Tisha, why you busting windows out of people's car? Why you out here on your Jasmine Sullivan? Because your husband out here cheating, and he's still gonna go out here and cheat after the fact. Tisha bust somebody's window out because she was mad that this said chick was messing with Marsau. Did y'all know that? That's some tea for your ass. But you ain't never had no issues in your marriage. Yes, you built like a Kenmore refrigerator from the bike with your wide back ass built like your mama. But you done had 267 surgeries and still look a hot mess. You do, girl. You do. You do. I'm sorry, but you do. You do. I'm going to say that. I hope her mama come for me. I'm going to read and drag her ass down too. Let's go ahead and talk about this little exhibit A right here. Her name is Lindsay. We done talked about her. Right there where the arrow is pointing. What you doing in the picture with her? What you doing right there with Lindsay? This is why you got fired from being a popcornologist over there at the movie theater, sir. Yeah. But you never had no infidelities in your marriage, Tisha. What he doing with Lindsay? Why he all up on Lindsay? Who's the other white girl? That tells me everything he needs to know. But see why you out here worrying about everything and everybody else, Miss Fish Fillet Tisha. Miss Tilapia Tisha, let's call you that because that's what I named you. Miss Tilapia Tisha, why you so worried about everybody else in their marriage and what's going on with Mel and Martel? Didn't you help Martel cheat? Didn't you help Martel cheat? And you kept secrets from the same person that you said you wanted to be friends with and that you were tired of arguing with and that you just wanted to get along with. Okay. You said it about Melody. And you sat back and you allowed Melody to come and pick you up and take you on different business ventures to show you how to be a boss. But then you turned around and you stole her ideas and tried to use them as your own, as you just did with the standing on business logo that Melody put out there as well. Tisha is now using the standing on business, which we already know Mel got hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and all that. So now you're using that as well. She used the mommy's business, the MB. Melody was using that as well. Tisha turned around and used it as well because you don't have no originality. But you got all these degrees. I don't know why ICDC College was giving out degrees that day. I'm not sure why. And why they gave you 3 of them hoes. I'm not sure why. But bottom line is, sis, you are very jealous and mean-hearted, Tisha. You are in a toxic marriage and you know that you're going through hell in that house, but you would never say that. Just like you said, people are about image. So the fuck are you? You are keeping an image as well on this show because you don't want people dragging you like they dragged you from seasons 1 through 3 when you were telling Carlos that you don't know if you can do it or not on this show because the pressure was too much that the people didn't like you. Nobody liked you, Tisha. Seasons 1 through 3, they still don't like you. So then Melody gets the millimeters and you go out here talking about you got a T-squad to make everybody think you got all these people that love and adore you. Bullshit. Where are these people when it's time for you to sell your product? Because they're not supporting you as the millimeter support Melody. So it's always a competition because that's how your mama raised you to compete with other women because you, ma'am, are very insecure as who you are as a woman. Women don't need to compete with another woman. I don't have to compete with no one when I know who I am. Her mother raised her to compete. Tisha says that she grew up always competing because that's how her mother raised her. Wanda raised her to compete. She was always competing with Kiki because Kiki was well-spoken. Kiki could get boyfriends. Tisha could not because she was insecure. Okay? Period. So the first real boyfriend that you get, you marry and get knocked up. And that's the only reason that he married you is because he knocked you up. Okay, that was a pow wedding. That's what that was. You were what, 4 or 5 months pregnant when you were married. And the only reason he married you is because he did not want you to be out here, unmarried mother. And I'm pretty sure his mother stepped in and fussed you out, Marsau, for knocking her up and not wanting to step up and take on accountability, even though she said she's not. She said in one of her lies, Caramel, Miss Caramel, you're a liar. I didn't. Yes, the fuck you did. Because she also talked about how you wanted all of her family members to be in the wedding, and Marsau was saying no. But my question is, how, Tisha, how have you not had the same things in your marriage when you kept saying that you and Marsau were married for 18 years and you experienced things as well? When you cried at the reunion and you told Kiki, you know what I've been through in my marriage. What is it that you've been through in your marriage if you didn't experience those things? When you cried in Besma, when they showed your family in Besma, when Marsau was screaming and hollering and telling Kiki, don't you do it, don't you do it. You were crying and telling Kiki, you know what I went through in my marriage. You know what I went through, Kiki, because you're supposed to be my girl, meaning you're supposed to keep my secrets and not tell anybody. But the fact of the matter is, you went through those things. And I think that the people would gravitate towards you more, Tisha, and be able to relate to you more and see you more as a relatable person on this show if you stop hiding the bullshit and the fact that you are going through these things and encourage other women and show them that, hey, I went through infidelities in my marriage, but my husband and I were still together after 18 years and we're working it out. But the fact that you continue to hide it and make it seem like you have this perfect situation and or setup, it further makes you look like a fucking liar and a manipulator, and we see straight through it. Why are you changing your body over the years to look like the same women that your husband is cheating with? Why are you wearing this light colored makeup? Because your husband liked light-skinned women. That's period. That's on period. He liked Becky's and he liked light-skinned women. Alonda was a light-skinned, beautiful girl. Melody, which we all know Marceau has a crush on, is a light-skinned girl. And a lot of the other women that he be stepping out with are light-skinned women. He was also said that he was messing with Belinda, the same person that Martel was said to be messing with as well. So how can you sit on a platform and tell somebody about how they need to be in their relationship and how they're out fighting and how, so what? Maybe you and Tisha aren't being physical with each other, but if you're going through the same shit that Melody went through with Martel, sometimes you got to take it there. And I don't promote violence in any way, shape, or form, but when a motherfucker keep trying you and you keep warning them, at some point in time, you got to lay the smack down on somebody's ass and let them know, I'm not going to keep playing with you. You're not going to take $17,000 out of my account and go over there and spend it on your side chick and think that I'm not going to react. You're not going to keep all my furniture and my kids' furniture and make us sleep on the floor and on blow-up beds while you sleeping in our marital bed and inviting side chicks over here in my house, and I don't react. And when I do react, you wait and you want to hit that record button to make me look crazy, when it's really you. But Tisha, you helped this situation along. You helped Martel cheat with Arionne. You helped do that. You knew for months that it was going on and you sat on that. But you can relate. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. And please shut the door, baby, when you leave. Please do that. Get out of here. Get out of here. Martel is not going to stop doing what he do. And neither is Marsau. Neither is Marsau. Because his need to disrespect you, Tisha, and fulfill his own desires are more important than your pain and the toxicity that he puts you through and that he insert in your life. And you got men that's like that. They don't care if you cry. He's like, okay, she'll cry, she'll get over it. But I got a date. And then he's going to always give her this long speech. Because y'all know that's how he talked to her in riddles. And she just sit there like, she don't understand. He beat around the bush and he give her this long drawn out thing to wear her down so that she won't continue to question him. To where she's just like, okay, Marsau. He knows now what to do. 18 years, he knows how to manipulate Tisha. So he go out and do what he want to do and then come home and give this long explanation to wear her down to where she don't want to hear the shit no more. And that just gets him off the hook so that he can do it again. But you look at a strong, independent woman, businesswoman like Melody, and that's who you want to be. That's who you want to be, Tisha. But you can never be that because you're not strong enough. It takes strength to go through the things that Melody Sheree went through. You know what she went through because you were right there in the background watching it and orchestrating it and helping it along, just like Marsau was. Taking money over there to Arionne so that Martel could, be accounted for and be home. They were tag teaming and helping each other do things that they shouldn't have been doing. And that's why you guys are getting all the karma that you're getting. That's why your asses stay getting sued. That's why you guys got to move out of a house because a hot water heater busted when y'all supposed to be $17 million heirs out here. You supposed to got that fixed the same day. Why you got to go stay in a hotel? The money you spending on a hotel, you should have been putting on your hot water heater. See how you think? Why y'all got to move into an apartment, a 2-bedroom apartment? Okay, with 4 people staying in the damn apartment at that, when y'all supposed to be millionaires, why you can't rent a house? Why y'all haven't started building your house? That's another thing. Every time it seems like y'all going somewhere and y'all making it and y'all gonna do something, it's always something that's gonna backtrack y'all asses and throw you off because of the karma that you put out there. The things that y'all have done to Melody and came against them, it's going to only show up in your marriage. You can't do people wrong and expect to have this healthy, happy marriage. But then Tisha get on lives, okay? And she be in scenes on Love and Marriage Huntsville screaming for help. That's all that was. That was a cry for help when you asked Nell Fletcher about her infidelities in her marriage. When you was asking Melody how she got away from Martel and how she became, how she's making it through divorce. You want to know how to do it, but you scared to do it. That was a cry for help. That was a cry for help. Yeah. That was a cry for help. But like I said, how you gonna hurt somebody with their truth, Tisha? And that's something that Tisha loves to do. Anytime Melody tries to tell her something about her marriage, her go-to is always to go back and try to spray her with that situation with Arionne because she thinks that hurts Melody now. But that don't bother her now because Melody is over that. Melody gave Arionne to Martel, and even he's not happy in his situation. He's not even happy in his situation anymore. Let's go ahead and get into what Carlos King had to say, because he just put out another subliminal. Y'all know he speaks in subliminals. And I feel like this message was totally to Martel. Y'all know Martel is not filming. Y'all know Martel is miserable as hell because everything he tries to do to get back in Melody and anyone else, it always backfires on him. None of his businesses are doing anything. His wine ain't selling. Like, nothing that he puts his hands to is working. That's because God got you on pause, sir. Sometimes God will put you on pause when you do people wrong and you still be out here trying to move and y'all know what I mean, and do stuff out here. No, he got you on pause, baby. He done pressed the pause on you. And that's what's wrong with you, Martel. You ain't filming, making no money. And you sitting over there in that house thinking of ways to do things to other people. And it always backfires. Let's go ahead and play what Carlos had to say. And this was to you totally, Martel. I already know. All right. He's saying trust in God and not the gaslighter. This is what Carlos is saying.
Happy Sunday, Raindrops. The message of the day is believe in God, not the gaslighter. There's people in your life who make you think you need them in order to win. They're called gaslighters. Not knowing that all you need is God and belief in Him to win. Those same people, they're the reason why you're failing, because you believe you need them. And they're in your life making you miserable. The moment you allow them to go, the moment you have enough courage to leave, God will start blessing you with everything that He wants to provide for you. But He wants to know that you trust in Him and not the gaslighter. It's easier to stay in a situation that doesn't make you happy because you're afraid of the unknown. That lets God know you don't trust in Him. Because if you trust in God, oh baby, you'll leave a situation not knowing how the outcome is going to be. But because you trust in God, you know that He has you. And when God sees that you have complete trust and faith in Him, baby, He will open up the storehouse of blessings and lay it on your lap where you won't have enough room to receive it. Trust in God, not the gaslighter.
I like the message, not so much the messenger. Okay, I'm gonna say that. I really don't like Carlos like that. But the message that he's giving is true. And I feel like he's subliminally throwing Martel in there. He's trying to say that if Martel is strong enough to leave Arionne alone, that she is his downfall. She is the reason why he's not able to move ahead, because she continues to gaslight him and continue to be on this mess about Melody. Arionne is more obsessed of Melody than it is Martel. Martel really is in love with Melody. But when he's around Arionne has this need to feel validated, and she feels that Melody is in her way. When Melody ain't even thinking about you, she's living her life, she's bossing up, starting businesses, focusing on her kids. It ain't even that. But in Arionne's crazy mind, everything that she sees Melody doing, she feels like it's a competition and she tries to outdo her, which it fails miserably every time. But what Carlos is trying to say, that Martel is not going to ever step out and leave Arionne alone, because he's using her as a means to get back at Melody, to pull Melody down. He can't act alone and do it on his own because he's not smart enough. And not that she is either. But two people together coming against one person, that is what Martel wants. He thinks that his strength in numbers. So if he feels like he can use Arionne, the one person that he know Melody don't fool with, in order to try to break her down and stop her, then that is what he's going to do. He feels like he's sitting in interviews and big Arionne up. It's only making him look stupid. That didn't go well for you, Martel, because Melody, she doesn't care. He's looking at her and she's like, damn, everything that I did to her, she looks great. She's out here. She's glowing. She's growing. Like, she's not sitting at home crying like she used to when we first broke up. There's a reason for that. When you take people out of your spirit, when you don't allow a person to reside in your spirit anymore, and you shake that person off, then you can move, you can thrive, you can rise. But Martel is stuck in the same place because he doesn't know how to let go. And he still has Arionne around, not because he loves her, not because he wants her. He already said in the interview he ain't gonna never marry her because she doesn't possess what Melody possessed in his life. That bosshood. She can't take him nowhere. But she can stick around and maybe cook a few potatoes and watch the kids every now and then, you know, and again for him. But that's about it. But bottom line is, Martel, you are keeping yourself back. If you leave Arionne alone, you can focus more on your life and the next stage of your life, because Arionne ain't bringing nothing to the table. She don't work. She don't have no businesses. She don't have nothing lucrative going about herself. She don't keep herself up. She looks a hot mess every time we see her. When we saw her at Martel's birthday party, she looked a mess. Her hair was a mess. She had on some old throwback mess. She looked a mess. But Martel has this sense of he got to have somebody in his life. Because his mother, we talked about how Marlene wasn't there for him as a child. So Martel, he attaches himself on, he latches on to certain people who show him that love and attention, and he sees that as love. Arionne don't love you. Arionne is just waiting for you to deliver what you promised her 10 years ago, which was being on this show or any show or making her famous. Because you done told her, I'm the executive producer of Love and Marriage Huntsville. I can do this for you. I can do that for you if you do this for me. So it's always been this little arrangement between the two of them. If you do this for me, I got you. But he's never fulfilled that promise to her. So she's sticking around. She ain't leaving him alone until he gives her what he promised. She's not in love with him. She done talked so much shit about him. She done went on Nay, Original Straight No Chasers, phone calls over there and done talk mad shit about Martel. And the only reason why she take up for him is because she's scared of him. She will not go against him because she's afraid of him. She's already said he's done put hands on her. I showed y'all the defensive wounds where she done scratched the hell out of him. Where the two of them been carrying on and fighting in that house. She ain't gonna leave him alone until he give her what he promised. And he can't do it. He don't even have the executive producer title anymore for Love and Marriage Huntsville. He doesn't have it. So he don't have the pull that he had seasons ago. So he really can't. So now they're talking about trying to pitch their own reality show. But the problem with that is that you guys are not likable. This interview that you just did, everybody see you now as this crazy psycho person. Your businesses, your reputation is now like damaged because now you have a mugshot out there, the best DV for the 3rd degree and harassing communications. And now that you've done this interview where you said that if we can get Melody out the way, what does that mean exactly? How are you planning to get her out the way? Because usually I watch Snapped, I watch First 48, and I watched a few other crime shows. Usually when a person's talking about getting somebody out of the way, that means that they're probably going to unalive that person or they're not going to be here anymore. So what exactly are you meaning by that, Martel? Because it seems like you're saying that you can't thrive and do the things that you aspire to do as long as Melody is here because she's that boss. Like you feel like she's keeping you back because she's a successful one and you can't be successful as long as she's here. But you weren't successful before you married her. You weren't doing shit before you married her, sir. I mean, you weren't. You really weren't. You've been trying to get your life and business up since the day she filed for divorce. And you still ain't got nowhere yet. You still ain't leveled up yet. You still driving that same old car. She got a new one. You still living from pillar to post. Martel continues to move because he can't pay his rent. Because you've taken on so many responsibilities with Arionne. You're taking care of Marlene. You're taking care of Arionne's daughter. You're taking care of Lil Holt. You've taken on responsibilities that you really didn't have to take on had you done right. So neither one of them are going to let go because really the other needs the other more than each other. They need each other, to be honest. Martel needs her because he already said he can't take care of the kids by himself. It's a lot. It's a big responsibility, even though he says that he was the one taking care of all the kids in the marriage with he and Mel. He said Mel did nothing. She was lazy. Y'all remember? He even had his mama saying it. You about to kill my boy. My boy, my boy. You got my boy doing too much. And now that you get him 1 week on and 1 week off, you can't feed him. Arionne got to be over there the entire week because she got to help you with the kids because you can't do it. So you need her as much as she needs you, to be honest. It's a hot damn mess. I believe that what Carlos was just saying, that was directly to Martel. And can't nobody tell me different. I feel like the two of them were friends. I feel like Carlos has supported Martel and that he's covered for Martel. But I feel like a lot of stuff came out whenever Melody sat down with him and did this whole, podcast. And she really gave her real feelings. And she put it out there that, hey, you told me you got me. You're going to protect me in this situation. And you haven't done that. You sat back and watched Martel be this psycho person who's yelled at me, who's lunged at my mother, who's come for me, who's mistreated me, even in front of my children, and you've done nothing. And then the fact that you say you didn't see it and didn't know about it, that's we're not excusing that. You're the executive producer, you're supposed to know. Suppose somebody's unalived on your set because you're turning a blind eye to someone you call friend who you know who's very dangerous. As executive producer, you should not be back behind the scenes screaming and hollering at the top of your lungs to tell a grown-ass man to settle down and calm down because he's like a wild banshee trying to fight somebody backstage. So Melody's like, you're not there for me. And she said, I'm gonna be honest with you, Carlos. I stopped fooling with you. I stopped calling you because I felt like you weren't hearing me. And it becomes frustrating after a while when you're trying to tell somebody my life is in danger and you are the gatekeeper behind this bullshit and you're doing nothing. I have children, sir. And then for this man to sit in an interview, he was so upset. I don't even think Martel realized the stuff he was saying. I don't think he realized. I think that's why he took it down. He don't want to promote it no more. I think he went back and looked at this interview and he realized, you know what? I said some shit I probably shouldn't have said. That if I can get Melody out of the way, then I can do this, or I can be a family. Oh, I don't have two families. That's what I don't have two families. It's me and my 5 kids. Really, Martel? Really, Martel? He said, if I can get Melody out of the way. How, pray tell, are you getting her out of the way? That makes me a little nervous now. Because a person like Martel who has nothing to lose, he don't have a job now, it looks like. He don't have a job now. He ain't got no money. He don't really have a permanent place to stay now. He's really between a rock and hard place, like literally. A person that don't have nothing to lose will snap and do something like that and don't care if they spend the rest of their life in prison. Somebody said he was drunk. It don't matter. They can still use that in court against him because that is an idle threat. What do you mean by that? You are that angry. We've seen it so many times in custody cases when people don't want their kids taken away. Men don't want the woman to take full custody of their children. What do? They may unalive them to avoid having to share custody or to not get custody at all. Martel is that crazy to do some crazy shit. Like, I believe it. He's that psycho to try to tap this woman's phone, to try to coerce your son into getting her credit card information, to sit outside her home because Melody said he was stalking her. She said there's been several times she's been out driving around in Huntsville and looking in her rearview mirror, and Martel is behind her, weaving in and out of traffic. That's scary, guys. This woman is on a date with someone else, and he's sitting outside in the bushes looking in the restaurant, and then goes in the restaurant and put his camera in this person's face to film and take pictures of this person to have as leverage to throw back in her face to say, well, this ain't a level up. Look at him and look at me. Like, that's some childish bullshit. Like, how many times does this woman have to scream out and say, Carlos, do your job? Do your job. I keep saying this show, Love and Marriage Huntsville, has saved her life. Imagine what could have happened if Melody was not on this show. I said it before and I'm going to say it again. Love and Marriage Huntsville, the fact that she spoke up and talked about the infidelity and what was going on in that house is what saved her life. So many women don't make it out because they keep quiet out of fear, out of embarrassment. They don't want people to know. When you see them on the outside, they're putting up makeup and they're covering up scars and bruises because they don't want people to know what's really going on in that house. But baby, you living in a burning house. Get out of there. Eventually, them flames gonna catch up and get you. Eventually, you're going to burn up if you don't get up out of there. And I'm glad that she spoke up and exposed it because that's how you have to do people. Stop protecting people's feelings when their whole intentions are to take you out. It's either me or you, and I choose me. And that's what Melody is saying now. I choose me and I choose my children. You can no longer, Martel, do these things behind closed doors, and I protect you. And as a man, even though you're a gay man, Carlos, it's up to you as the producer and as a man. Men are protectors of women. I can't say it enough. How can you sit back and watch someone be that aggressive towards a woman and screaming and hollering as a woman, and you sit back and you smiling like it's entertainment? He needs to be either, Carlos, you need to be either sat down because you've already been fired from Bravo and you can never work at Bravo again because you didn't do your job. Stop allowing friendship to keep you from doing your job, because somebody is going to mess around and get hurt on the set, and Melody is going to have to turn around and sue somebody for putting her in a dangerous working environment. She got to come to work because she's under contract. But when she get there, she should not be put in a situation where her crazy ex-husband, who don't want to let go and move on with his fucking life, put her in a dangerous situation. It's happened one too many times. So thankfully that she spoke out and let Carlos know this at the podcast, in which that may have something to do with Carlos not allowing him to film, because Martel, he got a lot of mental stuff that he needs to work through. He's checked out. You can look at his eyes. Martel, let me show you a recent picture. Let me show you a picture of Martel. He's checked out, you guys. He's there, but he's not there. Ain't nobody home. Ain't no chairs under the table. Ain't no lights on. Martel has checked out. He's checked out. Let me pull this picture up. He ain't nobody there. He's checked out. He's so full of himself. This man got so many demons living within him. There are so many demons living and residing within Martel that he does not even have control over his own body no more. He don't. Shout out to the 1,200 of y'all watching me. Y'all showing out today. Shout out to the 1,200 of you guys watching. I hope all 1,200 of y'all hit the like button too. I really hope so. Let's support the channel, guys. Y'all know I'm giving y'all great content over here. I want to show the picture of him in the black suit. Martel has literally checked out, you guys. His eyes are gone. When a person gets to that place, they are gone. I don't put nothing past him, because he has the potential to do anything at any time. He's a ticking time bomb. And it's crazy that Melody keeps screaming for help and no one's helping him, okay?
You in a relationship right now with your child's mother?
No, I'm not. I'm single.
Look at this shit.
Does she think you're in a relationship?
Shut up, Tasha.
That Marsau is hell today, bro.
He's lying.
Oh, what?
You think they're in a relationship?
I do. Yeah.
Why you think that?
Because when my kids are there, she's there almost every day.
Does it hurt you that she's around your children?
It does not hurt me, no.
Watch how
More
you
than
say
anything, I go into protective mode. Like, I'm never going to trust someone who adored my family setup so much that they work their ass off to come between it. Of course, with the help of him, but still.
Hey, our children are perfectly fine.
Like I said, for me, knowing that they are around someone who has said such nasty and vile things about their mother and about their father, even, who said multiple things about their father too. See how he defends her? He's bringing up something directly.
Notice when Melody's telling the truth, he tries to overtalk her. Have y'all noticed that? Anytime Melody is talking and she starts telling the truth, he tries to overtalk her and get louder than her, because he doesn't want that truth to come out, because she supported him and kept his secrets all this time. Let me get this picture for you guys, because I want y'all to see just how fucking crazy this dude is. Let me get this picture. It's the one of him in the black suit. Psycho. Martel's checked out. His eyes are gone. He's just sitting there like he is in the Twilight Zone. This is from the season. Look at his eyes. With them elf ears. This is from this past season. Just gone. There's no life in his eyes. No life. No life in his eyes. Arionne has already said it's hell in that house. She says that he's always angry. Arionne says that Martel is always angry and lashing out. And she's taking on all of that, and she should, because that's what you signed up for. I don't feel sorry. I said it before. I don't feel sorry for you. There's no life in his eyes. The eyes are the windows to the heart, baby. I say it again. The eyes are the windows to the heart. He's checked out. And if I was Melody, I would go to the courts and have an emergency hearing to let them know that my ex-husband is crazy and all the things that he's done, and I don't feel comfortable having my children. I know he's supposed to get them 1 week on, 1 week off, but I don't think it's a great idea for my children to be in that situation around him, because mentally he is not capable of taking good care of them. A person like that, and we've seen it many times before, they will go through your children in order to hurt you. When they can't get to you, because she's got security. She lives in a gated community, so you got to sign in and out. There's a guard at the gate that says you can come in or not. So if he can't get to her, the closest thing to her are her children. And we've seen men go off and do things to children in order to get the reaction that they want out of the mother. And I'm not speaking that into existence. I'm just speaking facts. A person who is unhinged and is gone like this sucker right here, he gone. I'll show you another picture. Everybody around him is talking, engaging. Everybody at the reunion talking, engaging. Look at him. His mind is somewhere else. His mind is thinking of the next time and the next way that he can come after this woman and destroy her. That's what he's thinking. She's sitting on that stage, and in his mind, she has the audacity not to come back to me. She has the audacity to destroy my life. This is his thoughts. This is his thought process. She has the audacity to divorce me and expose me. So in his mind, he's sitting there thinking of the next thing in order to try to destroy her and bring her down. What can I do to hurt her? Because I'm hurt. You left me like my mother left me. That's his thought process. That's how narcs think. They don't stop. We can tell he ain't been sleeping because he had to get bags removed from under his eyes. He had to have bag removal from his eyes, you guys. That means he's not sleeping. You are up 24 hours a day thinking of the next thing to do. And I told you guys when he was in jail, I said, Martel is sitting in jail thinking and plotting on the next thing he's going to do when he gets out. And I kid you not, the same day he got out of jail, who did he call? He called Funky Dineva repeatedly, according to him, at which he did not take his phone calls, and turned right around and called Tasha K. and said, I want to sit down with you. I got some shit I want to talk about. He done been thinking about it. Oh, I got this in my phone with Melody. I got that video where she came after me in the garage. I got the video where she was spraying that shit on the couch. I'm going to put that out there now because she done wrecked my image of getting me a mugshot. Now I'm about to wreck hers. And that's the way narcs think. I said it when we did Car Chronicles. I said he is sitting and plotting. Watch when he get out. Watch what he do. And what did he do? Exactly what I said he was going to do. He did not rest until he got an interview. And Tasha K said she spoke to him the day he got released. That's just how much he could not wait to destroy Melody. The exact same day. You didn't go home. You didn't call and check on your kids to see if they were okay because they were with you when you got arrested. You had to call your mother to say, Mama, come up here and get the kids. I got a warrant. They about to take me in. So you didn't call and check to see if your kids were okay. You didn't call to check to see their mindset and their father being arrested. You didn't call and check on that. But what you did do was you called to check to see if you can get an interview so that you can get your lies and bullshit out there to talk about and bring down their mother. That's the mindset of a narc. That's the mindset of a narc. And that shows how much you don't care about your children. Because in the real world, if you're in that situation, first of all, why you leave your kids out in the car? That's one thing. I already said that's child abandonment. That's child abandonment. Sugar mama can't watch herself. None of your kids are teenagers. None of your children are teenagers. So you left your children in the car to go into the police station, to the sheriff's office. You said to go get some paperwork, which we know that takes time. You got to show ID. They got to pull the paperwork. You probably had to wait in line. It takes time. So there's no amount of time that you should have left them in the car anyway. But the fact that you did it and then you got in there and ran into an unfortunate situation to where you had to go down and then call your mother, who was upset that she had to come and get the kids because she wanted to live her best life. But she came and did it because you throwing her a little money every month and she don't want to fuck that up. it's a sad situation. My heart go out for the children because they're not in a position to be able to deal with this stuff. And it's a lot of mental. And it's always a derailment because Melody got them in counseling. Then for a whole week, they got to go and be derailed by sitting there looking at Arionne all fucking week. And then sitting there dealing with Martel, coercing them into different things and speaking negatively because you know he's doing it. You know he's saying negative things about their mother and coercing them into different things and recording them because we've seen it. He's not going to stop. He's not going to stop. If he sat there and recorded Boss Baby and coerced her into saying negative stuff about her mother, he's doing that on the weeks that those children are there. Because that gives him some level of satisfaction. Yeah, the kids were in the car. The kids were with him. He had just dropped Mariah off at tennis practice. He said it and in the interview. He said, I just dropped Mariah off at tennis practice and I went to the sheriff's office to go and get some papers. He said, my kids were in the car when the police told me that I had a warrant and they had to take me. He said, well, hold up, my kids are in the car. And they told him, you need to call someone to get your kids. He called Marlene. Marlene came to get his children. Y'all ain't gonna tell no lies over here. I said, motherfucker, did you say that in your interview? Because none of your children are of age to be left alone in the first place. Stupid ass. I said, damn, that's another piece of evidence that Melody can use to get full custody. And now you realize the error of your ways and you done took that stupid ass video down off your IG page, Martel. You ain't promoting no more because you know you said a boatload of shit you shouldn't have said that's going to get you in a lot of trouble. But like I said, everybody has screenshots. And Tasha K already said she not taking the interview down. Any interview, any video she put up, she not taking down. Ask Cardi B. That's why she about to get 4-point-something million from her ass now. So you screwed, bro. You screwed. You are screwed. And had he gotten the help that he was supposed to get, that the judge ordered you to get during the child custody hearing, after you hit Tank and gave him 25 lashes that broke the skin on this little boy, where he was bleeding, where he told the courts that that's what happened to him, while you sat in your interview and lied and said that that's not what happened, when you also said on Queen Sheba's interview and said that the same thing that she was saying that happened in the court papers. You admitted it on there. You also admitted to sending the revenge P. Thank you so much, G Tina. But then you sit in other interviews and I think he forget his lies and he said, oh, I never said that. That never happened. Oh, okay, Martel. Okay, Martel. But that is it and that is all. I want to make sure I got all my tea out for you guys. I don't want to leave anything out. Let me make sure. Because y'all know I'll be taking screenshots of stuff, honey. Let me see. Let me make sure. Okay, yeah. We got that. We got that. Let me see. Oh yeah, I did have some. I'm gonna save those for later because these are things that Arionne was saying about Melody, and they're very damaging. But I'm gonna save these for another live that I have coming up, okay? Because we are into 2 hours now. I wanted to give you guys a lot of my time today since I did not connect with you guys on yesterday. So this has been a very stretched out live today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Did anybody want to come up and speak on this situation? I can do an open panel right quick. We can do maybe a 10-15 minute of open panel. If anybody wanted to come up, I could drop the link if you guys want to come up. If anybody want to speak, somebody said great commentary. I appreciate it. I'll do a little open panel and let y'all come up. We'll let everybody have like a good, maybe like a little, maybe 30s, maybe let's say 45 seconds or so just to speak your piece if you want to. I'll drop the link right quick. There's the link if you guys want to come up. Make sure you show your face first, okay? Because I don't want Martel or some crazy folk coming up here, all right? Somebody said no caramel. If anyone wants to come up, you can. If not, I understand, honey, because we have been on here for 2 hours. All right. Going once, going twice. Nobody. Oh, I see somebody. Yes, I see you, Rose Armstead. Let's go ahead and add you.
Wait a minute. I don't want the
You can turn your camera off if you want to. I don't want Martel or some crazy. Oh, let's show you. You can turn your camera off if you want to. If you don't want to show your face, that's fine. How you doing?
All right. Hey, Caramel. I ain't gonna show my face. I was trying to go with the camera I was trying to turn it off.
Well, you can turn it off on your end. It's fine.
I'm trying to see how you turn. Hold on. How you turn? Oh, I see. Camera cam. Turn. I got it right here. There we go.
Right. There you go.
Okay, let me turn my TV down too. Okay.
All right.
I'm good, Caramel. I want to say how you doing, first of all. I'm sorry.
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking.
Okay, this is my second time coming up to your cam.
Okay.
So I want to say what I said yesterday.
Okay.
Yesterday, I'm going to be honest with you. And I don't like to say this kind of stuff because I don't wish nothing on nobody. But I'm going to tell you, just like that, I want Martel in prison. I want Martel in prison so bad. I don't know what it's doing to me. I'm sorry. I want that man gone because I can't hardly speak words, but I had my thoughts. I really didn't like what he said about Sugar Mama. That really hurt me. I could not sleep that night that I seen the Tasha K interview. When he said that about that little baby, that hurt me so bad. I tossed and turned and couldn't sleep. I said, Martel, no, he wrong for that.
Absolutely.
He is wrong for disliking that little girl because she looked just like her mother.
She does.
She got some of his features too.
She does. She got his ears and his forehead.
Yes, I said that. His ears and his forehead.
Yeah.
But her face looked just like Melody.
Mm-hmm.
And some people say she looked like Marlene, but by Marlene looking like she done been through, I don't see it. I don't see it. But and sometimes children do look like their grandmothers. You know what I'm saying? And but I want Martel gone before he do something to Melody. I don't want Melody hurt. She a sweet person. She a sweet girl, and those are some beautiful babies. She are taking care of those kids by herself. But God, I prayed about it. I mean, I really prayed. I don't know Melody, and you don't have to know nobody to pray for them.
You're right.
But I feel close by being on YouTube with, I feel like YouTube is my family, and I feel like Melody is kind of close to me. So, that's what I wanted to say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I appreciate you coming up. Thank you so much for giving your perspective on this topic, okay?
All right, Miss Caramel.
All right, dear. Have a great day, okay?
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. Go ahead, Miss Justice. You're up.
Hi, Miss Real. How you doing?
Good, sweetheart. How are you?
I'm blessed, thank you. I just want to say this, not just for Melody, but for any woman that happened to come across your platform in the future, that once you cut this guy off, once you realize what you're dealing with, and I use the word what, not you, who, but what, because now you're dealing with a spirit. And this spirit didn't come by himself. Spirits travel together. We call him narcissist, but that spirit of narcissism carries friends with them. Friends of anger and jealousy and envy and violence, destruction and death.
Right.
So what I'm saying to any woman that come across your platform in the future, once you recognize or been warned about what's happening, you got to cut him off.
Right.
You cannot live in the past about that's my children, daddy, or we had 10 good years and I just don't recognize you now. No, you better recognize, because we're dealing with a spirit that will literally destroy you. And it only take a minute. I'm hoping that Mel and her family do not get so comfortable because you got security. Because these people, while you're sleeping, they're planning.
They are.
Now, somebody said on another lie that the devil don't sleep. He does not. He's an imitator of God, and God does not sleep nor slumber, and Satan imitates him. He's not sleeping. That's why he had them bags removed. That spirit in him is not sleeping. It's plotting. It's counterattacking. You hire God, they figure out when you don't have one. You travel. When do you travel alone? And then trust no one. Trust no one when you're in danger fighting for your life, because he will use anyone. I just want to talk to her. Just tell her to come here. I just want to talk to her, man. I just want to talk to her. If she tell me it's over, it's over. Don't listen to anybody. Follow the spirit that's been leading you. In Mel's case, other people adhere to the warning, because the word don't lie for nobody. The word say warning comes before the destruction. Well,
Amen.
this is a warning. This is a warning. This man is dangerous.
Yes, God.
He's dangerous. I can't stress it enough because I have sent out everything I can do to everybody to make sure Mel know this is no joke here. And I'm so passionate about it because a friend of mine had the same situation. 5 kids for the guy. And
Mm.
he tied her to the back of his car and drug her down the street. This man is out of his mind. He's not oh, he wouldn't do that. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. He's not the man of 14 years ago. This is a whole nother entity we're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want people to know that this is not a joke. This is not to scare anybody, but this is to warn everybody
Right.
that when you're dealing with people like this, recognize the danger. Don't live in the past about, oh, he talked that talk, but he ain't gonna, oh, yes, he will. He's not him no more.
Right.
He's a whole nother entity. I thank you for allowing me to speak.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. You did a great job too. I appreciate you coming up. Have a great day, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, Girlfriend Chronicles. Come on, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Hello, everyone. Hello, Carol. Whew, Martel is from Satan's discharge.
Whew.
He has the most evil demonic spirit on him, and it's from, I think he said his mom didn't love him like she loved the other brother.
Mm-hmm. He
Well,
did.
I think it comes from, what is it, a generational curse,
That too.
because your entire, not entire, the majority of the Holts seem like they are criminal minded.
Mm-hmm.
And as long as he has cold slop, Marsau, I call him Sassy So, and whomever else is implicit to his previous previous actions. Um,
You got some feedback. You have another device on. It's like an echo.
that's not me.
Can somebody let's see, Miss Reed, can you mute? Can everybody that's on the panel mute besides the person speaking? Okay. Okay, go ahead, Girlfriend Chronicles.
Yeah, I just think he's, as Mel said, he's the ringleader and they all follow, and he
Mm-hmm.
has something on every single one of them. Everybody always said, only because Carlos got called out in regards to his show is why now he's, kind of stepping back in regards to his love for Martel, his hand holding, his babysitting, his whatever he had for Martel. um I just can't stand him. I can't stand Tisha. I can't stand Marsau. I can't. I ugh, they just are despicable beings, and they just won't quit. It doesn't make any sense. And Tisha, like you said before, that's the main reason why she didn't want Kiki on, because Kiki didn't mind saying a little bit. She didn't give everything she had, but she gave enough to
Mm-hmm.
which put Tisha in that stronghold.
Mm-hmm.
I just pray covering over Mel and the Eminem kids, Mel and the Rogers kids, because Marceau he's a nutcracker.
He
He's a
is.
he don't Not only do he wear tight clothes and his little nuts probably crack down below, but he's mentally a nutcracker. He's a nutcase, and he needs he's not gonna get psychological help because he don't think something wrong with him. So
Right.
that's the problem.
You're right. You're right.
And we just got to make sure that anyone, like Justice said, anyone who's going through that situation needs some type of covering protection. What is it called? A PFA.
Mm-hmm.
um Whatever you can get, because
Yeah.
he is a loose cannon right now.
Yeah, he's gone. He's
Yeah,
checked out. He's checked out. I
it,
keep saying his eyes. It's something about his eyes that just keeps.
they dark. They
Yeah.
are dark. His soul is empty and full of rage, hate, like she said, destruction, despair, poverty, evilness, bitterness, jealousy, vindictiveness. He just got it, all the negative traits that are in the dictionary. He got them all.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna self-destruct too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we just hope he don't, he don't try to intertwine nobody else with him and convince them to, because I could see Cole Slop catering to him and doing something when
I
they're
think
in the
she
care of her.
continued to do that because, like she was saying, she would have put the video out, but I think she thought about the consequences on it because she was asking around like she was gonna do it, but I think she thought about, okay, I'm gonna be in jail. I ain't gonna be able to see my kids. Not that she care about it, but I think that she's afraid to go to jail, so she'll do just enough and then she'll pipe down. If you notice, she's been real quiet since he went to jail because I think she knows now that Melody will take that initiative. She knows.
Yeah.
She's been real quiet and real careful not to say and do too much because she don't want to be in that situation too.
Yeah, she can't take it in jail. I can't
Mm,
see her taking it in jail. She
mm,
not going. She don't want to be Big Roo girlfriend.
mhm.
So yes, ma'am. That's all I had.
I appreciate you coming up. Thanks for being here. You
Thank
guys
you, ma'am.
check out Girlfriend Chronicles. She is a content creator and she does be over here. She's over here a lot, checking out and supporting my channel as well. So definitely check her out. Okay.
Oh, and I want you to go on my page and look at JJ side by side with the little shrunken heads that they be having.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Look
check
at,
it out. I'm
because he is the epitome of that. Oh, and what's that girl name? So Gucci
Mhm.
and JJ sad. That's pitiful parenting.
What do you think about how he spent that narrative on Selena? I don't like that.
I didn't like that either because I think I heard what you said before in regards to so Gucci's background
Mm-hmm.
of her not having anything, and then right before when she was to come on, that they wanted to immediately try to get her some type of occupation.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't understanding how everybody was mad at her when Letitia, is it Letitia? Latrice didn't use her as a realtor.
Right.
Despicable.
I think
But
that's why she did. And two, she's friends with Selena.
Selena, and
Oh.
for him to act like Selena wasn't ill, they both knew that. There was no way
Mhm,
that they should have mentioned that. Like, I mean,
mhm,
mentioned that her parenting, if you know the real story.
mhm.
Like, y'all got your own drama in your own house with your mama, Saguchi, and her daughter, and whatever or not. Like,
Right.
they could have kept that amongst them. They didn't have to bring up what she did for her kids, for Selena's and JJ's kids. Like,
And
she's,
JJ was right there for the episode when she had the seizure. So I don't understand why he was doing too much at the reunion.
didn't he say she was running off trying to be a cheerleader or something like that?
Mhm.
See, yeah, that's disgusting. That's trifling. That's why I say these men are Mitches. All of them on all of Carlos's platform, they are all Mitches.
And it all stems from him because he orchestrates it and sits back. He set him up and sit back and fold his arms and be
Mhm.
smiling.
And his most favorite episodes is the most toxic episodes. That
Mm-hmm.
don't even make no sense.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yep. You're right. You're right. Well, thank you so much. If that's all you
Thank you, my dear. Yes, that's it.
all
Have a
right.
good day,
Well,
everyone.
thank you. Did anybody else want to come up before we get out of here? Anyone else? Anyone else? Nobody. Everybody said they're shy. Do not be shy, guys. Y'all can come up and speak to me. I ain't gonna bite nobody's head off. I ain't gonna be rude to nobody. You can come up and give your perspective and how you feel. If you enjoy the show and it's something that you want to talk about and get off your chest, come up. We are all family over here now. I don't be reading and dragging, not my caramellians. I'll be reading and dragging the folks on the show and on social media. So y'all don't be scared. Y'all can come on and talk, okay? One or two more people want to talk before we get out of here. If not, I understand, okay? I still love you guys the same. Thank you so much for all 1140 of you guys in the chat. Y'all showed out today, okay? Yes, yeah, it is. So nobody else want to talk? I'm talked out, okay? And I'm out of tea, so I got to go. Thank you guys so much. Enjoy your day, guys, and I will see you guys for Car Chronicles tomorrow, okay? Today is Sunday, tomorrow is Monday, child. Right back to work. I'll be sitting right here because I'm working from home tomorrow. Praise the Lord. So we will have somebody say I felt comfortable. Yeah, I'm easy going. Do I be biting folk head off over here? Not my caramellians, I don't. So y'all can always come up and talk, okay? Come up and talk. I appreciate each and every one of you guys that gave cash apps and also super stickers. Okay. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Okay. You guys have a great day. Mods, thank y'all for an awesome job. And thank you so much to all of the content creators that joined. Chef Don Don, shout out to him because he was here. Shout out to Girlfriend Chronicles. And I'm not sure who else was here. But thank you guys for being here too. Okay, let's get out of here, guys. I love you guys all the way down. Somebody give me a private chat. I said, what's going on? Oh, I'm gonna have to check that out. Somebody asked me a question in the private chat, and I'm just seeing that. Sorry. Sorry for that. Okay. But let's get on out here. Let me give y'all some good dancing music, honey, so y'all can get on out of here. All right. Let's get y'all some good old dancing music so y'all can get y'all dance on, honey. All right. Y'all enjoy. Goodbye. Please like the video, guys. Like the video. Subscribe.